Alright, welcome back everybody. It's been a week. How are you all feeling? Okay.
My face is
cold, actually.
Oh my god.
Does someone want to trade faces?
What?
My
Trade
face
faces?
hurts.
Already drew your profile picture. I'm not trading faces.
I guess Aiden felt like shooting fire all over the place.
He's okay.
Sometimes you
He
just
can
gotta
shoot.
be.
Holy shit!
You say that like it's a bad thing.
You're shooting multiple beams there, Chief. How?
It's a high-powered wizard, man.
I'm...
Scar just.
The more madness the more we see on the title screen, the more madness it becomes.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I need
I
to...
mean, have you seen in the guilds?
Painful
one-
lose.
Oh god.
Oh, come on everybody. Scream seems to be frozen.
I'll stop now.
Oh, no, there they go. Yeah, don't leg out my game. Sunny
many
will not be
boys
with us
who-
this week, so Ellie will be doing their shenanigans off somewhere else this week.
Yeah, Ellie's
He's-
over in the fucking other dimension again.
Yeah, we
man.
don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
We'll figure that out next week, but...
They're doing a get rich scheme.
They got the things. They went back to Grimoire.
Grimoire?
I forgot his name. The
It's
half
close.
orc,
Yeah, we're going to
Sure.
Grimoire.
not half orc, the orc teacher, the head of Ramdorms. Thank you
I
for
think
the
so.
flower crown.
Mr. Grimshaw.
Last week,
Grimshaw,
you all
there we
went to your classes, you asked the general studies teacher for your year group a bunch of questions. Ellie was sent to another dimension as a demonstration of his power, and returned with a little trinket as they stole a crystal.
Because why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. See a bunch of weird glowing crystals, I'd take one. You all
You didn't plan for.
very badly kept your secret that you were definitely up to something by mentioning dragons and stabbing them and all the other stuff. You did cover it up with a pretty good bear lie, though, so...
Look, Damien playing
We are
Frederick
basically
will
telling the
try,
entire
okay?
the tapestry that we have went to the Ramdor.
Look. It was definitely very sus.
All you is that makes
And then Elfire over here points out my leg. Like, what the fuck?
Well, yeah, your leg was mauled.
Yeah. They have no evidence on me, though.
Well, all your
With the
stuff was
different
healed,
shit,
but, you know, and I assume your
Yeah.
clothes were mended by various means. It's
Yeah.
probably clothes are mending, you know? Well, fuck it, it's a magic school, right? They'll probably bust out for some... Yeah, get out
Damn
of
it,
here.
Lucas.
You went to your first
didn't even have a
evocation
hair
class,
comb yet.
which just so happened to be with the teacher that you guys
Yet.
had a run-in with.
Fuck him. He's a pussy.
Wow,
He's a
okay.
good teacher.
He's
He
an
let us
asshole.
duel.
He taught you all the Arcane Blast cantrip, which has been edited to only be 30 feet of range, so if you could all at
Change
least
that?
do that, yes. I'll
Think so.
repost the big handout in the chat, if I can find it. And anyone
Cool.
watching,
It's
there
a bit of a scroll.
is now a handout for all the stuff that I'm adding. So if you want to know what all this stuff is, and the spellbound rule that's been tinkered to fit with this game. I'm not sure on the exact rules, but these are the rules as I understood them. Which I'm sure is close enough.
Yeah, it's if you cast Wish, you die.
So it's
Yeah.
gone from 120 feet to 30 feet.
It's close enough where we don't get copyrighted by the Spellbound crew.
Yeah, it's close
No,
enough that
no,
Michael
like-
doesn't sue me.
No, a third.
Better watch, I got my eye on you.
Heavy cow.
You're on the thin
Nice.
ice,
Here's
pal.
watch Cheeki.
Mate,
School and magic points.
But yeah, as you can see, the lions are big dumb.
yeah, they're big dumb. They're stupid. They're stinky buttholes.
What?
I don't
Dragons
know.
wielding a gun.
Yeah, because we're rad.
Yeah,
What
it's
are you?
rad.
Pussy.
You're fast.
Sick whip, yeah!
You don't know any of the other effects, though. You don't know
You're
anything
poopy.
past the spell because you have not learnt it in class yet.
Flower crowns have been
Oh,
drawn.
that's adorable. Look at it, Alpha.
So you don't.
Beautiful.
Blue flower.
Oh. Anyway,
And then that's just Ellie.
as session ended
Like,
last week,
that's cute.
2 of you were asked to stay behind,
It's
which
the same
just so happened to be the 2 kids who were mauled by a wyvern. And Blight
I'd
decided
watch
to
it,
stick
okay.
around just to watch, because it's
Dragons
interesting.
stick together.
Yeah, why
Dragons stick
wouldn't you?
together. Dragons forever.
You're a ram, brother.
We're not right.
As we will cut back
One-
to
Mr. Room
the...
didn't get the memo.
Yeah, Mizram didn't. He'd have bust through the door, Mizram.
main
You're our
second
key.
floor, and
And here I
we'll-
come.
That's like my new way of weaseling out of this, is you busting in the door and making a scene.
Can I control the dancing lights? I
Yes.
can.
Yes.
They are your lights, so you can control them.
Perfect. Danger lights.
Consume Graham with the danger lights.
Hold on. Focusing the lights on you guys.
That
Intense lighting.
alt. There we go.
This one.
Still sitting in the back then.
Okay, dress. And this is where we'll start this session, as you are all... Well, you 3 are standing in front of Graham, who looks...
Did this mat change?
What?
What?
I feel like this is a different door mat.
No, it's the same
No, you
man.
shifted it.
I don't know, man.
Oh, I
Right,
gig that
so-
deja vu faggot too.
You're getting paranoia,
Yeah.
man.
I don't know why.
It's the same mat, don't you worry. Never mind, it's a different mat. What happened? Is it a different mat? Fuck, what have
It
you
looks
done,
different.
Alexis?
It is not a
Everything was
different
moved
map.
slightly to the left.
Alexis, what have you done?
What's that giggle?
You're gonna
The
kill
spread of madness and deception.
We're not gonna
same
mention the
mat.
fact that this mat is crooked.
Yeah, no, he can't fix that, man. It's got a stone slab on it.
Yeah.
That's gonna not bug me.
Too late.
You guys are,
Oh, don't
you guys
worry,
are
both of
in
them are
for-
crooked.
Everything is crooked in this place. You should know this by
Yeah,
now.
like, if you look at any mat in any classroom, like back in Grimshaw's classroom, the mats were crooked under the tables.
The only mat that isn't crooked is the fucking circle in the library.
It's hard to make the circle crooked, man.
No, you just like make it so like the chairs don't line up properly.
Oh god.
That would kill some. That would kill someone. Let's
That
be
would kill
honest.
me.
The rest of you were asked to leave and have stayed out the front unless you've walked off, which Scar and Ellie has. But you can see through the door, it's like got a glass pane on it. And you could probably roll a perception to see if you can actually hear what's going on.
Ooh.
Anyone who is interested. You're looking... Okay, thank you.
Someone whisper their rolls again.
No. Someone whispered something, but...
Uh,
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
We're back on it again with the low rolls, everybody.
The 12 ain't too bad.
True, but still relatively low.
As it should be.
Hi, Fred. Are you... Who else is here? Oh, I see. Miss, you gonna listen, or are you gonna get the heck out of here because you're too cool for this?
I'm gonna beat feet.
You're gonna spy
Alright, man.
Mizram's better than
Don't
us.
crooked it. Don't.
Never ever ask if I'm too cool for something. The answer is always yes.
I dare not ever ask.
You too cool for the school?
Like, Greg's got his back leaning against the wall, just every now and again he looks through the little window in the door.
Okay, what are Cornell and Amelia doing?
They are
Okay.
also... Well, Cornell's more just confused on what the hell you guys are doing, but Amelia's definitely listening. Miss, you didn't meet Cornell. I'm not sure if you caught up with the video as well, but he is this huge Year 1 student who you guys are quickly...
He's like 7 foot tall.
Yeah, he is tall
He also
and
made
wide.
radiation.
Oh, jeez, he's big.
He is big. He's
Yeah,
like
he's
taller
taller
than
than
most
you.
teachers. He's like the big guy. The classic
For
big
now.
guy of the anime.
I want to play like lacrosse or something with this boy.
That's cheating if this is on your team.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No,
Ooh.
he has the height advantage.
Cornell's got a wicked
Everyone.
perception. Hot damn. None of
These
you
two
can
midgentlemen
barely
Cornell
hear
are gonna
anything.
fight for dominance.
You guys can't hear shit. You can hear murmuring and you can get out some words, but oh boy.
Wyvern.
Eventually
Randall.
gunshots. I don't know what's doing at that though.
What?
Huh?
What?
Huh?
What?
I didn't hear you.
Nah.
Gunshots.
Gunshot. Okay.
You guys just should just like had the door slightly ajar, so you guys have better chances of actually hearing.
Either way, Graham stands in front of you three, arms crossed, looking down at you as he jumps down to get a bit more. This is like 5 feet up pedestal. Like he's gonna jump down.
I thought it was 2 foot up.
It's a measurement up.
It changes
Reach
every
the skies.
It's up.
It depends on if duel's happening or not.
Yeah, it raises and lowers. It's weird. It's on pistons.
It's all pistons everyone thinks.
It's
but
one of those
you never
4D
hear them.
theaters.
And before he addresses the two that he called to stay after, he looks over at you, Plight. And, well, you can't really see it, but he definitely raises an eyebrow.
Dragons stick together.
Drag stick together.
I assume by you staying here, you are, kind of admitting that you were with them.
I just found them bleeding out in front of the lion's dorms.
Roll a deception with advantage, because that's not necessarily untrue.
It's totally half.
It is
the
what
truth.
happened.
Could
It's
I try-
technically the truth. It's what
technically,
happened.
I'm giving you advantage because that's technically the truth,
Oh,
but you're
okay.
using that to disguise the fact that you weren't also with them. For the most part. Or at least knew what they were doing. Alright, well. He has rolls up, but he's behind, and can't keep up grabbing his token because those are above him.
It's a very specific pixel you have to click.
Yeah, I know. He crosses his arms and kind of looks to the side. Well, have they told you what's going on?
All I know is that there's something about a wyvern.
Okay, well that's enough. You can stay, I guess. I see you two have been healed since our last encounter.
That'd be Damon. Clight's more handiwork.
Now, we don't like to punish usually on curious students, but you guys knew what you were doing was wrong.
Sometimes you need to break rules to find out stuff. To learn.
While that may be true for some things, it seems what you learned last night was, painful.
When you say run, actually listen.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm going to trust that this is going to be the last of the attempts to sneak in where you should not be sneaking. Because if
Kinda.
not, I won't stop my wyvern next time. As he looks at Damien.
If that ever happens, we're defending ourselves a bit better.
Go ahead.
So, you're holding us back to want us to just not repeat that same.
He nods. I won't tell the headmaster what you've done, but chances are he probably already knows.
Yeah.
But if I see you sneaking around there again, well, I'm keeping the leg.
Just shoot him a glare.
The head probably just flinches.
Have you ever been thrown down the stairs after being mauled great?
No, because I did what I was told.
Fair point.
Now, tell all the other people who were in there the same thing I've told you.
What happens if I don't know about... if I've already forgotten because I got thrown too hard who the other people were?
Then go see Valentine so he can heal your concussion.
What if I don't know who else was there because I was blind, deaf, and couldn't feel anything at the time?
He kind of squints.
That's
Seeing that you are definitely not blind and not deaf. Well, look, we heard a lot of footsteps downstairs, and a lot of shouting, and a lot of running. We know it wasn't just the two of you.
A lot of tripping.
Hey. We'll give the other people, if we see them, the heads up. I also wanted to stay behind to ask you about the tattoo arcane focus thing.
He'll
Like-
nod. If you have any questions, I can obviously answer them about class, but keep them about class.
Really?
Those of you outside, as you're all listening in, you do hear another door open, and you see Mr. Valentine walk out of another classroom to your east.
Greg waves.
He kind of he's in the midst of putting on his jacket as he looks over and sees you all crowding around a door. You're not sure what expression he gives you as he's wearing very dark glasses, but he seems to start wandering over.
Does he have a smile or no?
It's a slight smile. He leans
It's
past
just like,
Amelia.
oh no, what are they doing?
He leans past Amelia and sees Graham in there talking to the other two. He just kind of chuckles to himself. They're in trouble.
You think? That's
Well-
more questioning, not sarcastic.
Yeah, they got mauled by his wyvern.
Greg has wyvern?
Of course he does, look at him.
Wouldn't you?
So if I find one, I would very much like it, I guess.
He kind of laughs a bit more.
Yes, yes they are.
No, he's not gonna die, Elfire.
Are they gonna die?
Whoa! Calm down, buddy.
I give no promises.
Next time it's the wyvern that's dying for us. Going in there prepared.
Look, we just like to warn the students around here. We're not gonna kill you, jeez. He keeps walking and pats you on the shoulder.
Was mauled by a wife.
Just wait for Miriam to like tap his shins as he walks past us.
And tap the fucker.
But yeah, Mizram, where did you wander off to while this was going on? Where would your target have been?
Probably just heading back to the dorms.
Yeah. Would you have gotten numbers from people?
I had to call.
From like the trouble gang?
Yeah, from the boys.
From boys.
Nah, they're all smucks.
I think so. Begrudgingly.
You definitely would have gotten a text from Zach saying come hang out. And then a couple of emojis you didn't really understand.
I think it was more like a thing where I got added to like a group chat. Unwillingly.
Yeah, Zach says come hang out, and then you get one from Casper. And his profile picture is Casper the Ghost, but it's just like the finger up emoji.
I go hang.
You do know that their
explanation.
hang room is conveniently in between these two classrooms, as they have claimed it as their hideout.
So wait, the sneaky one down the hallway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I cut through the library, so they think I'm studious. And then I go out, and I want to sneak past everybody to go down there.
Alright, roll stealth.
Now how you do this is you throw your bat at back of Greg's head and run.
No.
I assume everyone's passive is a bit higher than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just
I think
stomping
the
around the
only
library.
person whose passive isn't higher than that is Mizram.
Remember
Wow.
during Curse of Strahd when I was rolling like 80 nat 20s?
Yeah, you're kicking our asses, man.
This is what happens when I'm a player.
It's a DM buff.
She wouldn't waste her bat. Yeah, it's a precious family heirloom.
Only
Carved
when
from
I
Oh,
knocked
okay.
some big like painting off the wall, and everyone just turns and looks.
Just like carries a book in front of your face as you walk past.
I like carry a potted plant just in front of me.
Just holding it in front
You're
of your
just a tree.
face
What are you
to
talking
obscure
about?
your face from them.
Whatever I did to give away my position, I want to try to play it off like I did it on purpose.
roll a performance. Act natural performance.
But what if it was deception?
Alright, roll a deception. Deceive them.
Nice deception.
Michael, you poor sap.
You're a fuck.
What?
Definitely got Greg. Like, at first you were just walking past, Greg didn't give a shit, but after that you definitely got his attention.
Just loud whistling.
My cheeks just go red, and I just speed walk.
Get out of there.
And what are you doing with the lights?
Making a dance in lights.
Making a dance of light.
Yeah, you're doing it.
So you beep open the door, wander yourself in. As you do, you hear like a lot of like stuff moving rapidly as you just kick in the door. But as they see it's you, they kind of untense up.
Poker.
I like the broken chair.
Yeah, you
This is
walk
the
in here.
place.
It feels like quite cold in there.
City's chair.
And there's literally just like a table, a couple of chairs, and one broken chair up against the wall.
It's Cindy's broken chair.
That one got yeeted.
But Zach smiles and like swivels up on his chair. And that gestures for you to walk over.
I take like a very, very slow look around, trying to recover from that little embarrassment just there. And I say, "Wow, really nice digs." Kind of lingering on the broken chair in the corner.
Look, it's the start of the year. We're just getting started.
I shrug and just kind of walk up,
He
grab
gestures
this
for the
chair,
chair.
and slide it over.
Oh yeah, hang on. I'm the chairman.
You are.
Do your own damn chairs,
Yeah,
Cheeky.
damn.
The chair moves for me.
As you sit down, the Dragonborn person you met earlier kind of gives you a smile and Casper leans over on the table, kind of throwing his cards to the side. He's like, Mizram, what kind of spells you know? We need we need to know everyone's he starts clicking in the air, and Zach kind of speaks up for him. We need to know everyone's abilities for shenanigans. Yeah.
Heist.
Oh. Well, she gets like a really nervous, and she says, I have just been alerted that I'm rather proficient in the arcane blast spell.
He smiles, kind of knowing exactly what you've just gone through.
Oh boy.
Rubber
You gave
bands.
the barbarian a cantrip.
But aside from that, I'm not sure what kind of spells you think I have.
Alright, none of us have it, but... Okay, you know how the library has couches?
Yes?
Casper kind of stands up and looks towards this window. Now, if we are able to shrink one of those, we could put it in our pocket and just walk on out of there. And he looks over his shoulder at you. You see Zach's kind of face-palming at this point, shaking his head.
I nod and say, well, that is out of my skill set.
Just carry the car.
I could just carry the couch.
He rubs his chin, looks down at the floor. He starts nodding. He's like, that could work. That could work. We need
If
a
someone made a
distraction.
distraction for me, there we
need
go.
A distraction.
I make a
That'd be
little
cool if you
forehead
magic.
finger movement, you get it.
Alright, if we can perform a distraction for you, can you drag the couch into this room?
I threateningly crack my knuckles.
Roll intimidation. Do it, you won't.
I will.
Yeah, roll the
Fucking-
intimidation.
Here it comes.
Nice!
Oh boy!
I expect this person dragon forces
I break
Right
both of my
around.
hands. I break every bone in my hands. I'm too strong for my own hands.
Mikey, what are you doing?
I think we've discovered who really needs the lucky feat now.
I actually hacked into roll 20 and
Oh, I knew it.
made sure I could never roll above a 4.
Oh my god.
Like, I'm 100% sure the Dragonborn's just thinking back to the train dock now.
Do I get, if I rage, do I get advantage on my today?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Can I change my race to half orc?
With magic, probably. You could find something.
With the reincarnation spell, maybe.
Oh, let's do it. Who's got it?
Oh, let me just die real quick.
Probably a teacher, maybe?
It's a druid thing, so
I
we're
go,
going...
it goes like, hey, Teach, could you murder me real quick? I need to be scarier.
I need to be scary. You could get that feature that makes you could roll off strength, but that's not even a bad intimidation. It's +4.
I think that's as good as if I rolled with
Yeah.
strength.
Like, just pull a Leku, only intimidate for an entire month and get advantage.
Yeah, there you go.
You see that Casper points towards the other kid in the room. He's like, "Hey, Scott, you go help him with the couch. We're gonna distract
I'm sorry, is his name Scar?
Scott."
Scott.
His name's Ska.
Scar.
Scott.
He came before reggae,
There you go, Sharon.
which is kind of weird. Like,
His name's Rex.
although they look relatively male for a dragonborn,
Yeah.
they're wearing the female uniform.
Nice.
No comment.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Nothing. It's just an observation you make.
Fuck, I gotta get the male uniform. Wear some pants.
You could get the pants on.
Greg will trade pants for sweater. It's a deal.
Sounds like a good deal.
Casper then immediately runs around and like grabs Zack by the back of the collar and like pulls him off the chair.
Just yanks him.
I like how it's just a really stern conversation, and then, meanwhile, this side of the wall.
In this side,
Yeah, but panning up to one small boy in the library, roll an investigation check for me, Scar, to find what you are looking
Alright,
for.
we'll do.
This Jar Jar Binks looking motherfucker.
I love how Mizram already got everyone's attention over here earlier.
What do my eagle eyes see?
Who's colouring in Valentine? It is a fairly big library. I assume you can read common because there are labels everywhere.
Yeah. You enforce that.
Well, yeah. Look, it's been a while.
You can give us the
Didn't
choice
enforce
of not
that.
having common.
You find some books on your desired topic, but nothing that you wouldn't already kind of know, and nothing that would help you overtly. So you're not really sure. You can add that you have a book of the basics of what you are searching for, if you want to keep that a
Alright.
secret. But otherwise,
Something for dummies.
yeah, for dummies. At this point, Valentine, the old mate, has definitely wandered out of here. After you keep crossing him, get him out, quit it. He's got chilling by the stairs. Put him up there. Those of you outside, or those of you inside the room getting scolded, he gestures for anyone who doesn't have any questions to Vamoose, but he then looks back towards the one with the questions and sits on the pedestal.
You mentioned that there were arcane focuses that were tattoos and that piqued my curiosity. And that. I was
He nods and
wondering-
like undoes his glove again and the wraps that are on his hand and then shows you it again.
How expensive per se is that procedure?
Well, you have to first provide the ink and then find someone who's willing to do it for you, but the real tax is on the body. Your body will try and reject the ink quite violently, and you will become sick for a long time, but if you consider
How
that
long?
worth it.
How long, and would one still be barely able to study on things even whilst in such a sick state?
You might be able to read and think, but it hurts, even for an adult.
How much does the ink cost?
Frederick, no.
The ink is the same ink you use to write all your magic in your books. Well, if you're a wizard.
I'm not a wizard.
Go beat up a wizard.
Go beat up
Try-
Hellfire.
If I steal
Yeah, I was gonna
enough
say, be a bit
wizard
of fire.
stuff, we'll be Gucci. Hellfire is not on the beat up list though, he's a good lad.
Yet.
Just agree with
Yes.
fire.
Just for the body tries to reject it, burn it in.
But that's the easy part. You gotta find someone who'll do it for you, which is a very hard task.
Fair. Another question is, you mentioned there were arcane focuses that enhance elements.
He nods again.
Just dump it on them and stab with it.
Hellfire, you legend.
I like to imagine if we all got each other's numbers at this point. Greg's like, "Yo, tell me when you're done, because I want to ask about the tattoo."
Just Frederick texting back. I have already asked. Planning on getting one. One
Thumbs up, okay, symbol back.
But how hard is it to get on those type of arcane focuses?
Not too hard. Mr. Fenton usually sells a couple.
Could they potentially enhance holy stuff?
He kind of rubs his chin, kind of shrugs. That'd be a question for him.
Okay.
Or just ask Amelia.
Yeah. Another question about fire this time. Is there a good way of being able to do a big fiery explosion and protect all the people I don't want damaged by it?
He kind of squints. Well, you guys are sorcerers, are you not?
Yes.
There is that ability we have. You cast careful spell or whatever it is.
Ah.
Take
I
that.
ain't that well in tuned with my magic. I wanted to be, but everyone in my family said I should go here, so.
Well, it's either here or well, places far from here.
Yeah.
Better enemies are less cool though. It's dumb, stupid. Ran to the
Yeah, some
ground.
kids got stabbed.
Yeah, a bunch of kids got
Apparently
stabbed.
it has a moth guy in it.
Yeah, weird moth shit. That's what it was. Bad. No, it hasn't even been the week yet. Look.
Yeah, I know. I'm being a dude.
It's British school times. They've already had a month in.
I don't think that's how it going there, bud.
I thought in like the UK they had like their start the school like the beginning of the year.
It's weird. They definitely do.
Skills are fucked.
Yeah. Down here we do.
Yeah, thinking about the school is weird for me because I'm assuming this game school's going off American school shit, yeah?
Since we're in Canada.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like middle of the year already.
Fuck's
I know, when did Spellbound start, Michael? Was that at the start of the year or mid-year, like American schools?
Yeah, Michael.
Yep.
I mean, if
Yeah,
you had
Mike.
sophomores.
That would have been the fall.
Oh yeah, so it's definitely still fall.
Oh yeah, I assumed it was, because only a few months passed and it was winter.
Yeah, so yeah, same timeline. So at this rate, you should expect some weird shit to be happening in Sphinthris Academy in like 5 days.
Yeah.
If that matters at all.
Some poor smuck.
So we had shit happen first in the Ram dorms. Huzzah!
Yeah. Oh,
It went bad
We're
beforehand.
winning!
That's what we call
Well, no, they
it.
also
all
had
going to
the
die.
library sneak in pretty
Yeah,
quick.
they're the
Oh
library.
yeah.
Yeah. That's why we had to do the RAM early.
Yeah, but what about the first day?
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
definitely
we
the reason.
were. Well, that's part of my out of character reason.
Those of you outside, you do see that Zach and Casper kind of start walking past you guys,
Hello.
talking about something. Zach waves, but Casper is like talking very aggressively to him about something.
Yee.
Mr. Graham, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way to change the properties of Arcane Blast, maybe to something like a Jolt of Healing?
He looks up to the side a little and furrows his brows behind the cloth of his mummy get-up. I haven't heard of anyone turn it into healing, but... yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe you should talk to one of the healing teachers. Valentine might know. But, I don't know, I haven't really heard of any healing cantrips.
Sounds stupidly broken.
Sounds incredibly broken, so don't do it, you little shit.
You cannot stop
I know what you're
me.
thinking, you mother... He grabs your horns and shakes your head. Don't you frickin' break my game, you dork.
It's just 2 points of healing instead of damage.
It's still a lot. It's just a spammable healing spell.
It's like 2 points of healing per...
I was just thinking like it would consume MP to do it.
You might have a different effect that can just do that.
At that rate, I would just get Goodberry.
Yeah. Just consume MP to cast Goodberry.
Yeah.
Instead of a D4 for a single MP, I could just get 10 HP.
Those of you outside, roll me like a collective stealth. Let's see if Graham knows you guys are just chilling out there.
He probably does.
I mean, Greg said he would be waiting outside to ask questions when they were done.
Oh, well, in that case, he'll look over to you guys in here and kind of gesture to the door with his head. If you want to let the others in, I'm done scolding you. If you want to let them in to talk.
Yeah.
Well, it's working a lot better.
I will open the door and proceed away.
You need to do like the smacking your face against the window part and flipping them the bird before opening it. Like if you're struggling to open it. Come on. Haven't you high schooled before?
I'm
Jesus.
gonna make my way to the library.
Amelia follows you asking what the hell he said because they could barely hear.
Blake just has like the dancing lights swirling around his hand at this point.
I like that.
Kind of just lean around, and I'm like, Frederick told me he asked about the tattoos already?
Yeah, I asked, but probably the information itself.
Man, you can just text me. It saves us interacting with the teacher again.
If you ask, he'll say the same thing. This is assumed you know now. If you
Yeah.
don't.
Which the player should change who can actually control the
Oh,
drawing.
that's right. I had a second thing to ask him anyway, so I'll still come in.
Damien will say to Amelia, he let us off with a warning and told us to tell anyone else involved that to just not do it again.
Let's do it again.
Oh look, a weaker version of what Aiden's been doing.
She kind of gets up a bit closer as you say that, like opening the door with you. It's like, well, are we gonna do it again? Are we?
Frederick's definitely planning on doing it
New
again.
victim.
Oh,
You guys can if you want. I'm gonna
Oh, God.
do some research first.
Oh, okay. Well,
giving
probably
it a
smart.
month.
So I go into the library.
She'll idle with you.
I'm waiting for my gang to be able to move on.
Yeah, Cornell will look very
we are
lost and
again.
just come in and sit down, waiting for you guys. Listen, you guys walk up and you see, like, there was, like, the big gang around the door, and then they all just dispersed. So, you see Casper and Zach look at each other, now kind of not sure if they even have to cause a distraction.
No, it's perfect.
Yeah.
It is.
Now more than ever.
Drain will never know.
They go into the library as well, and, they are going to make their way
Jump
onto the
someone.
table.
Onto the table.
Yeah, they just stand up on it.
Standing on it.
Distracted.
I kind of grab
Three people in
Scott
there.
roughly by the sleeve, and I pull him over to this door to the left.
They follow. starts pole down on what? Is Casper the pole?
The invisible
air.
pole made of force.
Yeah, yeah, they are wizards. But they're
They
casters.
just start levitating.
Somebody
They're pole
come
dancing-
there. She's
They're pole
dancing
dancing on the bat. They're just making it float there somehow.
They don't have a bat.
No. Oh wait,
You
who's pole
steal
dancing?
Meseriums.
Yeah, just
When they all have
They would
bats.
not dare.
Yeah, no. There is
They'll
intense
die.
force radiating off that bat. You do not dare touch it.
You all see as is that really a level 2 spell? What the fuck? I thought that was a way higher level.
Enlarge, reduce.
No. If they had it, they would have cast it already.
Yeah.
You all watch as Zack starts waving his hands around,
Pull.
and like fire starts like. Thank you. Fire starts like wisping off of his fingers as he starts like kind of tornadoing them around each other.
see pyrotechnicking.
Not really. Oh, that's not up. As he conjures a rather wicked-looking ball of flame in the form of flaming sphere.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Thank you. And he starts like spinning it around on his finger like a basketball.
Planning on doing that spell myself.
Oh boy, the Library of Alexandria, here we go again.
He seems to be keeping it up high enough that it won't hit the ground, and you guys aren't really sure of the properties of the flaming spear, but you know, he has perfect control of it, so it seems pretty safe, but he's trying to just make it look like it's just like a basketball or something.
Does he succeed in his distraction?
That is a thing for the others. How distracted would you be by the bowl of flame?
Meh.
They're seniors, probably not at all.
Wow. This is above your
You
kin.
are assholes. I mean, you guys have come
Amelia.
from Star anyway.
Amelia's definitely distracted.
Amelia's fucking enamored by it. She's freaking out.
I'm telling you now,
Frederick
Damien is
was
distracted
not-
by something else entirely.
Frederick was there,
Yeah, I'm
he would
also
be
busy.
distracted by it. Be even trying to put more flame into the
You
ball.
guys are just rude. That'd be awesome.
Alright,
Yeah.
so,
Are you in a power
make
someone
a
else?
I feel
strength
like at
check
this point,
with
seniors would know
advantage.
Yeah,
better than
no,
to light the
so-
library on fire.
I put a hand in front of
Big
Scott,
prank.
Yeah.
and I say, "All right, you wait here.
Oh.
Watch the door." And then I
okay.
run in and I go to grab the couch.
Oh,
Oh, boy.
shit. They hold the doors open.
Crit, fail, crit, fail.
I go
Fail.
into a rage.
He gets so angry.
Grah.
Just from around the
Fuck
corner,
this
Damien just
couch.
hears.
No, it's in a rage.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Couch grab.
Oh, what'd you roll? You pop up.
Crump
What?
Crump
No.
2 Electric Boogaloo.
It was a 19.
It was a 19? I'll trust it, but...
I'll trust him.
Oh,
Full
my
trust.
connection is dying. That'll do
Dare
it.
lie to
Oh.
us.
There
There it is.
There it is.
Is 19
There it
is
is.
19 enough for couch lift?
For a couch, yeah.
One-handed though.
Not one hand, no.
Like they grab the back of it where the cushions
are
are, then they
bench pressing.
slide their hand underneath.
I was
and
gonna
just-
say I can pick up a couch by myself with like enough
Hey,
gusto, and
those
I've never rolled above a
emojis.
19 in anything in my life.
You're honestly
Yeah.
surprised.
Yeah.
You should be able to move it yourself now. It belongs to you.
Steel
It's yours
couch.
now.
Proceeds to run to the Dragonstorm with it.
I can't do it, Cheeky.
You can't
I don't
do
have the
it.
power.
I may
Is
have
it on the map
lied to
layer?
you. It is on the map layer, thank you. I could find the right screen. Hang on. Why is
I
it
don't
not
have the
there?
power, Frodo. You had to carry me.
Mr. Samwise Gamgee.
Potato.
Yeah, but you managed to find like really good leverage to like lift the front and back. Roll a stealth to see how stealthily.
Oh, damn it.
Pool
Doesn't
hide
matter how
too.
distracted I am trying to find what I'm doing. It doesn't help if you roll a nat 1.
Benny Hill theme, here we go.
No, fuck off with that theme.
That's even worse!
Hey.
Try use it every time you get the chance.
What is your passive, Damien?
My passive is a 14.
Yeah, you definitely just see Mizram walk up, grab a couch with like no sweat. They look kind of pissed off at the couch, but they just grab it, lift
Okay,
it.
wait. Do I see him see me?
What's
Def
your
lag.
passive perception?
My passive perception is 8. Or no, 10, because I'm an elf.
I'll allow it. He's kind of just looking at you, over at you. He's not trying to hide that he's looking at you, but he definitely seems to watch you walk up to it.
But does he care?
Yeah, he has no idea what you're doing or why, but you've just hoisted this chair off the ground and now you're looking at each other.
In my search
I just
of-
give him a
of-
smile. I shoot him a wink, and then I take the couch and I just leave.
Just
In my
reverse out the
search
doors.
of the books I'm looking for, as they're leaving, I just walk up, scanning the bookshelves. What are you doing?
No, I'm gone.
That
was the wink and split.
You like sidle out of the room to slide the couch out.
I just turn the corner.
Then I start having trouble finagling it through the door.
Yeah, you gotta go like fully sideways to get out.
Just throw
It's
the
probably like a
couch
cardboard box.
through the
Just
door.
flip it.
I just open the
The,
other
the
door.
doors are completely wide open, even though they do not
Ah.
look it.
If he tries to help me, I actively shoo him.
Slap him with the couch real quick.
Then I slap
God.
Scott and say, "You didn't tell me he was coming." And I point to Damien.
I didn't know he was coming.
I roll my eyes and I carry the couch.
They're the distraction.
I bet.
Only one person care about the fireball.
Makes him look out, doesn't do look
Wait,
out. Then
Scott runs up and like puts their back up against the window of this door.
Just really quick.
I then slide it across the carpet like as low as I can, and I smile above his shoulders, like as I just cheerfully walk past.
Can we see this happening?
You
Frederick
see
looking at that.
some dragonborn like press their back up against this window. You're not sure what they're doing or why, but they're just chilling outside.
If we see
I-
Mizram smile,
I
from,
whisper
like,
to
the
Scott
shoulder and
to
neck, that
lean
looks
fetchingly
wrong.
against the door.
Yeah, they turn around and look inside, seeing Frederick walking up.
Frederick's going to try get out of the
I
room.
beat feet to get the couch out of the way.
The door
the door
opens
swings.
inwards, yeah. So as you go to
Yeah.
open it inwards, they like walk in with you as you open it, like putting their hand on your chest to push you in.
He'll try and fight against it, being like shooting them a look like
They're like trying to close the door behind them as you like. Roll an athletics if you want to try and like
okay.
sneak out.
Oh, fuck.
Everyone's just
Oh,
staring at
God.
these two.
Couch in the
10.
door.
Oh no, you ain't going nowhere. They rolled a crit.
Oh boy.
Fuck, I wish that were me.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
You
no,
go
like-
to like sneak around, but they like wrap their arm around your shoulders and like with your momentum spin you back towards the like main class and like start walking with you.
Greg's
Play it
trying to
like-
like ask a question, and then he just is elf fire talking some shit.
But yeah, you're home free, Mizram. The only problem is that door is like now closed.
I
Also
sigh. I put the couch down on the carpet and I run around to go open the door.
Nat failed when you try to pick it up
Kick
again.
it in. Then drag the couch in after me.
Alright, you have successfully gotten the couch into the chill room.
Hell yeah.
Now we're
I tell
one
the chair to
couch
move
down.
for me, and then I put it where my chair was.
Intimidate the chair.
I love how like Greg and Mizra both checked out this room like yesterday.
You got the whole couch.
And then I lay in it like super relaxed, taking up as much space as I can on it. I try to stretch out to be 13 feet.
Oh, good luck.
I'm assuming from what I heard and what these two chuckle fucks are doing is that I'm putting the pieces together that they were just a distraction for Mizram to steal the couch.
Roll an insight.
And there's no way to know. We just timed
I
it great.
literally heard you say they were supposed to be the distraction.
No, Scott said
Roll with
that.
advantage.
I didn't
Wait.
say shit. Mizram don't
Oh,
squeal.
Roll 11.
Does Frederick have?
You understand what they're doing. You don't know why.
I understand that these two are a distraction so Mizram can steal the couch. I just don't know why.
Yeah, they just
Why
stole
do
a
you
couch.
want a cow?
Yeah, like
Go up and ask them.
That's what I was gonna do.
Would Frederick
yeah.
have?
You see, Casper's kind of If I go onto my right layer, Casper's kind of like looking out this door's window as Zach's doing that, and as the door closes after Mizram goes in, he just like waves aggressively at Zach, and Zach decasts his thing, and they start like jumping down.
So why did you two want the couch?
They both like stop in their tracks
Blake,
and
don't-
stare at you.
Don't do it.
Do it.
Casper kind of like repops his collar. They both have their collars popped. You don't know why, but they just do.
Just pops his collar like, you don't want to know, kid.
That's on a need-to-know basis, kid.
Great, now I'm on the need-to-know basis. Tell me.
Tell that blind kid to shut it. Get him out of my head.
The voices.
So I guess Mizram is in the need to know.
Look, who needs to know knows.
And you'd
That's
be
a
right
no-nos
assuming
need to
that I
knows.
don't need to know.
You ain't gotta know.
But honestly, I see a huge flaw in this plan. You really think that people wouldn't notice the couch has gone missing?
We'll see.
I message.
You have to see them. Oh, you're the foreign.
I
Right, yeah, you text them.
message Casper.
Oh yeah, since they were like the one showing us around the doors, or they had to like.
Actually,
give
correction.
out
I
their
walk
numbers.
closer, then I message Casper. I ask what's taking so long.
You see Casper kind of like look off to the side a little as something's going on, but you're not sure what. He replies to you, Mizram, that Damien's getting wise.
Alright, I come out. And I walk back to the
Business.
library.
Would Frederick have Mizram's number?
I don't know if you would.
They're in the group chat.
Yeah. I mean, I don't
Cheeki,
think
we're talking about
Frederick's
they're best
in that
friends.
group chat. But
Look, we'll
Does
see.
that more
If
like-
you guys tell anyone that the couch is missing, we'll we'll beat you up. Or
And then I
something.
lean around the corner and I'm like slamming one fist into my hand.
intimidation. No, don't roll the intimidation, Michael. You won't
No, I'm gonna do it.
No, you
Do
won't
it.
succeed. No,
Average
see,
that's
intimidation.
average. Yeah.
I'm averagely intimidated.
Yeah, I guess roll a insight. I guess that's a resist of an intimidate, isn't it? That's usually how you resist all that shit.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
really.
quake in your boots.
You don't think Casper or Zack's threat was real, but like you're not sure about Mizram.
Like, you might not be scared of me, but you do know for a fact I can kick the shit out of you.
If it came to
Mizram's
it,
threat isn't what scares me, it's the baseball bat.
Exactly.
Mizram has the baseball bat, so.
Yeah, it's not Mizram, it's the bat.
Whoever wins
Mizram
has
has
no
no
wield the bat
intentions
and
on
bat
telling
wins
anyone.
Oh, I have a new heist plan. Steal Mizram's bat.
Or
Plant
you
it in
wouldn't.
You will
Damien's bed.
Oh, you fucking try. I got 2.
Steal both. Put one in Damien's bed and the other one in Greg's bed.
I didn't
Double
plan
training.
on telling anyone that the couch has gone missing. It's just common sense that a couch has gone missing, and if people care enough, they're gonna go searching for it.
I lean on the bookcase and interject, and I say, "That's why we've hidden it somewhere you'll never find it."
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's a
Judging by
talent.
the fact that you're back here so quickly, it's somewhere nearby.
Unless we used magic.
Yeah, they
Mizram,
cross their
what
arms and
magic
nod.
did you use?
Misty Step.
Technically, you could Misty Step a couch.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
It is being worn or carried.
Yeah.
Chrome just crashed
Oh
on
my
mail.
God.
dude, you could
Hey.
lift up something really heavy, then Misty Step above someone and just crush them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pile
And
drive.
yourself.
And well, I mean, just be on top of it.
Yeah.
Dude, just couch surf and crush someone beneath it.
What if you just like put your hands on either side of a boulder and then Misty step
Yeah.
above?
I don't think that
I
counts
mean,
as carrying it. You have to
you
like,
gotta actually
at least
lift.
a little.
Minimum, slightly up.
You have to get it a
So
millimeter off the
essentially, you
ground.
cast it as holding it and try to like bounce it up whilst carrying type thing.
Amelia kind of like steps forward, like scratching her chin, and she's like, "God, it's just a couch. Who gives a shit?"
Well, now that's even more insulting that she doesn't care.
Yeah, honestly, why don't you just ask to move it?
Damien,
probably will
after
let
the
you.
Mizram intimidation, has just been looking at the shelf for books.
Like pretending that nothing happened.
Like, there's still one there.
I just give her this pointed look, like the couch is cool. Shut up.
She kind of avoids your eyes as you glare at her. She shrugs. There's like 5 up here.
I give a knowing look to Zach and Casper, like not for long.
Yeah, there's like 4 outside of it to the left still. And a bunch of
Oh
cushions.
shit, I forgot about those.
Soon
Bonus
you're gonna have
couches.
them
I will
all.
say,
Guarded by Valentine.
I will say though, if you're
Couch
gonna plan a
bed.
heist next time, try it with people a bit more stealthy.
Man, you're just insulting these boys left and right.
I mean,
I stand forward and look at the two of them, and I say, "Scott was supposed to keep watch."
Oh, it's not my fault this kid is impressed by freaking awesome fireballs.
You two are seniors. If you wanted to burn down the library, you would have done it already.
Why would we want to burn down the library? We read these books, man.
Library of Alexandria,
And
let's
hence
go.
why I wasn't distracted.
Like I say, you do better. He crosses his arms.
I can't wait.
I say, "Yeah," and I cross my own arms.
Casper kind of looks
not
between
interested
them,
in
you
summoning-
guys. He's like,
Do a
Not
better spell.
interested,
dude,
just-
I could
I'm not-
burn down the library. So kind of puts his hand on him. He's like, no, Casper, don't.
I'm not interested in summoning giant balls of fire.
That is untiefling of you.
Mizram's doing the
Well,
jig
when the
there.
most fire, when the most fire I have is the simplest of cantrips. No wonder.
Well, we're gonna get out of here and, do senior things.
Like steel couches.
They vanish
They vanish.
into the aether.
You gonna follow them, Mizram?
I give one
The
last
in or
look.
out character.
Frederick,
No,
while Scott has his arm around Frederick, Frederick gives Cornell a look like, help me.
He just shrugs at you, man. He doesn't know how to help you.
Is Damien's holding a book right now, right?
Just slap the book out of his hand.
He's been trying to look for a book that matches what he's looking for.
I don't even know
If
what
I
you're
found
looking
one
for.
or not, I don't know.
Well, even just like taking one out to like look at what it is. Like, are you holding one?
I guess.
I look down at the book, and then raise my hand like I'm about to knock it out of your hand, and then I knock over every single book on the shelf you got it from.
Oh, but
Just like one hand, just like gliding through, just knocking off every single book
Oh no.
as I walk through over here. Then I say, whoops, and then I just keep walking. And with the way I've been rolling, it's very unclear whether or not that was actually on purpose.
But let's see if you actually pull it off.
Oh, do I gotta roll for knocking the books off? Oh, nope, apparently
You
not.
literally just gotta put your hand there and walk. It's not.
That's literally the motion I do. It's not fast at all. It's very slow and deliberate.
I mean, the guy just looks
I will-
down at them, very confused.
I will begin to put all the books back in the order that they were in originally, and I can do that thanks to this.
Oh god, I hate you.
Gonna try pry free from Scott's grasp.
Alright, yeah. As you walk out of the library, they start picking up the books. Yeah, roll another athletics to try and get out of their vice grip.
Come on, let me go, bud.
are we still just watching this?
Greg would have just asked this question. He didn't give a shit about Scott.
Yeah, they let you go. They think enough time has passed since whatever's been going on happens.
I have places to go and information to get.
Yeah, me too. It's whatever.
Yeah, fucking
Catch you out.
catch you around.
I have to be here. Just sit over here.
Frederick's going to go to this spell and that spell. Like, he's like, fuck it. I've had weird dragonborn fucking keep me in this room. Just go for the fucking call.
So, does anyone else have any more questions for Mr. Graham?
I have a question, but I don't want the rest of these people to be in here.
Okay, well then, Greg, what do you got for him?
I wanted to ask him about how he dispelled, I get absorbed, whatever Elfire's
Oh, yeah.
bouncy blast. I noticed you stopped with your palm earlier. The thing that you got Elfire to do again.
You
How?
seem to try to recall what he did, but he gets it eventually. And he nods. That is a simple ward. You'll learn it in Abjuration. The defense class. I just called it defense magic.
You see Graham, you see fucking
Friends get the dark.
Greg pull out his schedule.
That looks like it's the last thing on
It's
the list.
Friday.
He nods.
Huh.
Though that is
that-
Grimshaw's class if you want to catch him earlier and ask him.
Do you happen to know where he would be about now?
Probably still in his classroom.
Is that the
Too
study
Ellen
class?
pestering
He
him.
nods.
Thank you.
You stay out of trouble, Greg.
Will
And maybe go visit Valentine. You're looking.
do. He looks down a little, like at his.
Actually, the
Clothes
teachers have
probably
cure
were
wounds.
crinkled.
He'll cast cure wounds. He's got
You just
shit on his spells.
singed from the door.
Yeah, it's from the duel.
How much? What's his spell casting? He's got a +4. You get 10 health back.
Sweet,
All
that's
your little
good maths.
singe marks kind of clear up.
Thank you. That, no, what? Fuck you.
Fuck you.
I put my health back to 19, but on my token I still don't. Whatever.
Really? It's not linked to your health?
I'm just going
Should
to go
be.
back to my character sheet instead. I tried to do it the way you guys always tell me to instead of just going to my character sheet, but it don't. It
I
don't.
gotcha.
I give a slight bow and step around Scott, give them a nod because I remember them from the party last night.
Yeah,
They're the one who invited
Connor
me
gets
in.
up and goes with you. He seems more interested in what you're doing. Scott kind of takes this opportunity to run out with the other 2 rams.
Nice. Raw.
He looks to Elfire and Plight, who are still in here. Oh, do you have any more questions for him, Elfire, or is everyone kind of heading out?
Thing.
Oh.
What? Oh yeah. I was wondering, do you know if they have any form of focus that will allow me to use my strengths, like making things reflective?
Do we have any books that make what? You're lagging a lot. You may have to just type it up.
Hero body.
Yeah, you're a bit laggy.
God damn it.
Hate to see it happen.
Happens to the best of us. I always get a little scared when the music cuts out, because I think my amplify cut out as well.
I wish there was like a fade command.
Yeah.
He looks rather confused at the question, but he's seen what you're capable of. And he shrugs and just says, "You'll probably have to go to talk to Fenton about any magical items. I'm not the best."
I know how to make things go boom.
Yeah, I'm the evocation teacher. If you wanna... You can maybe talk to the conjuration teacher about conjuring reflective surfaces to enhance your ability, but... Other than that, I'm not really sure. Maybe transmutation to make non-reflective surfaces reflective, but... I'm not the right man to ask for this one, Chief. He shakes his head. I'm pretty sure this is the last thing. Yeah. So, you know, it's like mid-ish afternoon. So you guys can all either chill back at your dorms or go do something.
I have missed Fenton the visit.
Cheeky, I'm not gonna like, full honesty, before Mizram walked into this room and all this shit was here, I was thinking of going back to that room because it was like quiet and like it's just a quiet, hidden away, dusty room.
It's not someone
But
else's
it's now
quiet
someone's
and hidden.
base of operation.
We steal it and claim it as our own.
Hey, man, I was just gonna like sit in there and finish reading.
Oh, is that what you're looking for? I had no idea you're looking for
fucking-
conjuration books, man. I just thought you was looking for books.
Yeah, you just said you were looking for books.
Yeah, I don't... There's a lot of people to
Well, I was
remember what they're
expecting
doing.
you to at least say make an investigation check and then ask.
Oh, okay, well then. I've been practice spells. Making your spells reflective. Laughs at that question. It's like, I guess out of all teachers, I am the most... Seems like I'm the most able to be thrown shit at. It's a weird question. But sure, hey, come back someday in between classes and I'll set some stuff up. Yeah, if you want to practice your weird ability, then feel free to come here. This room is great for practicing things. As he gestures to all, like, the weird marks on the walls and roof of the spells that have gone off.
Hey, Cheeky, I had a character question. I mean, I'll probably ask Grimoire when I get there, but, is...
Grimshaw.
Grimshaw, fuck, yeah. Goddamn.
They've left.
The ward, is that just, like, merely a symbol, it's like a hand thing only, or can that be, like, applied to a shield?
The ward itself, you'll have to wait more till Abjuration to figure out its logistics, but... you're not sure?
Because I just want a shield that needs spells, that seems like a big fuck you.
That would be more of like an absorb element kind of thing.
Yeah.
It might be something you want.
I think that's just a spell guard shield.
What? Spell guard shield?
think
That might be one. I haven't looked at the magical shields in a while.
There's not many.
Yeah.
For all I know, I don't think there's any that +1 effect.
As Elfire leaves you, sits back on the pedestal looking to the last student that's in his classroom.
When Elfire leaves, and like clearly sees me and Scott, 'cause we're just standing here.
Yeah, I was just vibing.
When he sees me, I like look to Scott offended, like, how could you let this happen? You're supposed to be on watch.
They shrug again. They're just like, dude, that was... No one said I was the watchman. I was going to help you with the thing.
I leave him.
This operation was your idea. Scott now just stands there, seeing that like all their friends have left, and kind of just walks after you.
He needs to watch.
You failed at it. Damn it.
I love how they
Scott.
steal a couch, but now they're just chilling with the other couches.
Look, they want to be sus. They gotta hide out for a bit.
Yeah, who would expect
let the heat die down.
people who enjoy other couches so much could never be the school couch thieves?
Yeah, but Platt, Graham kind of sits down, and you're not really sure if he's smiling or not, but he's definitely looking at you.
Plate waits a few seconds after Elfire leaves and like has like the lights like dance in his hand, and then he like crushes them. It's like Stream just gets rid of them that way. And then looks up at Graham dead in the eyes. Is there a way to get rid of someone's magic?
You hurt my friends again. I shall kill you.
To get rid of magic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks kind of out the window. And then back at you. I suppose... if you mean more just... not using your magic and actually... removing it.
gestures to his eye. Is there a way to get rid of this?
You could illusory make it normal. He kind of steps forward a little. Kind of leaning a bit to get a better look at it. What is going on? Jesus Christ. It's raining like heck over there. Sounds like rain. I'm not sure, kid. That might be a bit above my pay grade. Okay, I'm meeting Ben for a second.
You okay over there, Ben?
Ben, you dying?
That looks,
some static.
I suggest either talking to either Valentine, Sunshine, or the headmaster about that.
Light nods slowly and just like walks out without anything else to say.
Kind of walks with you as if, you know, everyone else has left his classroom, so now he can finally leave as well.
And he just goes off to find Frederick.
In the library, Conjuration Boy. Roll me an investigation to find a book of conjure. A 12. Let's see what you find.
Conjuration for dummies.
Where is? Yeah, you do find a trilogy of Conjuring for beginners. That is pretty easy to find. There are many different trilogies of it. Like, it's just, they're in mass of the same 3 books. You have Conjuring for Beginners 1, What Not With Which to Meddle. There is number 2, which is Summoning Instead of Evoking. And then there is the 3rd book, The Theoretical and Practical Limits of Summoning. Of which you'll be able to learn most of the summoning spells. A lot of the demon ones aren't in there, but like summoning fey creatures, summoning elementals and stuff, they're all spells you would be able to see in this book and kind of learn up a bit. I got a 12, so they didn't find the better ones. There's a lot of these editions. Amelia seems to have found their own book and chooses to chill with you. Alright, so it is now the time after classes, so you all have a time now to do a thing. We'll keep it to just one thing, hopefully, so you can actually get to bed and get to other classes where other things can happen. But what does everyone do for the afternoon? I assume, this just counts as a free short rest. Just walking around and doing what you're doing now is a short rest, and you can do shit, so... I know Frederick's going to Dispel and Dat Spell.
I'm going with them.
Oh, you're gonna go wander
Actually,
off with
that
him?
might be useful.
Greg's going to.
Yeah, he's like walking downstairs thinking, do I ask? I'm like, nah, I've got his class Friday. And he's like, ooh, the spell shop. that might be good.
Alright, so you chill with Amelia.
I asked Cornell what he's up to, if he wants to come. Or just lay down in dorms.
He scratches his chin and he's like, I don't really know about the, magic shop that might go over my head. I saw the diner in town, though. I might get a sandwich.
Wait, do they serve dinner? Or is that like, you use the kitchen in the dorm to make shit yourself for dinner?
Basically, yeah.
It took me an infuriating amount of time to realize I was on mute.
Yeah, you've been there for a while, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, now Greg will just make him sell something when he gets back to the dorms.
Yeah.
When the static thing starts happening again, someone quickly warn me so I can mute myself. Like,
Okay.
don't ask me what the hell's going on because I don't know when that happens. Because that will just mean jack shit to me.
What the fuck is going on?
Exactly. I'd assume you're just being a dick.
Alright, your thing's simple enough, Elfire, and we're already here, so roll a investigation.
Oh, welcome to the club, buddy.
Today's just a day of low rolls.
So yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. The 19 for the couch was pretty good.
That was Link's advantage.
Hey.
Woot.
Wait, how did you re-roll with Lucky for an 8? What?
No, the lucky feet, not halfling luck.
Oh, yeah, Dipper.
Oh, you're gonna lucky it.
She
Okay.
has both.
So you got a 10.
Okay.
You do find a book called Transmutation and Alteration. It's half your spell book, so pay attention.
It's a pretty nifty book.
Yeah. Though you weren't able to find one specifically about changing natural items into glass, but this is a better place to start than any.
Yeah, not yet.
As you are over there, you do hear Amelia kind of whisper shouting at you, even though there's like no one in the library. They're kind of like leaning over their chair, waving at you. She has to talk to the two mute boys.
She's in the mute gang.
Drawing up hand signs and shit. Do you walk over? Because she's beckoning you over.
Sorry.
You're right. She looks at you, Damien, as Alpha is walking over. Oh, thank God. And she kind of like looks back towards like the doors. She kind of just mutters, kind of quietly still, even though there's no one here. Who do you think was guarding the place while the teachers are teaching? Do you think it's just the wyvern there?
I don't know. That wyvern seems to be a good enough guard dog.
Yeah, but if it's just them, maybe that's the best time to do something.
Seems like a pretty good ward.
From the scolding that Mr. Graham gave us, he can see through the
Can?
It's probably a familiar.
Oh, jeez. Well, still, it's better than having to deal with all of them. I don't know, maybe we could talk to Ellie. She already has a familiar. She might know.
I think hers is a bit of a special case.
It's just a cat. I mean, it could talk. That's weird. But...
Yeah, but it's a cat. It's a cat familiar of a person who doesn't.
a person who doesn't what?
I think he died.
You may very well have.
Did I?
A little.
Yeah, the entire last part was cut
Oh,
off.
I said it's the cat familiar of a person who.
Oh, of who?
Person who.
You keep cutting out at who?
Fuck!
I'm scared. Who is it?
It is the familiar of a person who doesn't believe in magic.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, we've all been doing magic. How can they not believe in it?
I guess they
Ellie.
seem to have more science on the brain.
Hmm.
Unlike what magic is, where it's just using a natural force of the world to do the impossible with it, they try to connect it to science.
Well, there are people who do that. There's nothing wrong with that. Wanting to understand it at a deeper level is not... That's strange.
Yeah, but I've never heard of a person who doesn't believe in magic having a magical familiar.
See if the
That's
voice
true.
works. Hopefully it does.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
My niece is out with my sister, so hopefully it won't be so noisy.
Regardless, the reason Frederick and I got called to stay back is because I assume we were the only people who saw.
Well, that's good. I mean, not for
We got
you, but
launched.
for everyone else, I guess.
It's good for me.
Oh, they still know a lot more people were down there.
How'd you guys try to sneak in anyway? Like, did you, like, go invisible, or...
No, we literally just tiptoed our way in.
I
It's
Kinda,
tried
like,
to make
rapidly
us a lot.
blinks at you.
I tried to make us a lot stealthier with magic, and that resulted in me going blind deaf and I couldn't feel anything for a few hours.
Yeah, it's.
Oh!
I imagine it isn't fun. Don't try and pull from the weave what you can't handle.
Says
Well, if
Aiden.
Shut up, Lucas. No one asked you.
if I don't try, then I won't be able to accomplish my goal.
Love how Amelia is there with like level 2 spells. Like, what about invisibility and all that? Us? Yeah, nah.
Well, she doesn't have a lot. She has a
Visibility.
couple. Well,
Hey, Amelia.
Mm-hmm.
You use a spellbook, right?
She knows.
Can I see it?
She kind of looks a little
I'll return it. Don't worry. I just want to see what
uneasy
spells
with
you have.
it.
Arbitrary on fire.
I mean,
Who'll give her a reassuring grin.
roll persuasion.
Okay. I am getting this book.
Not one.
Like I said, I'm getting this book.
You wish.
Are you a wizard as well?
I take out my reflective spellbook.
Oh, okay. Well, just
I'll hand mine to her for extra, like, reassurance.
okay, fine. Don't laugh at the pictures.
He shrugs. Mine's a literal mirror. How narcissistic does that look?
Well, at least you don't doodle in it.
I can't.
Try. What do you mean you can't? You have to be able to write in it. Oh, spellbook works.
I think just engraving stuff into it.
Yeah, I'm just scratching it in.
Oh.
Now the mirror just reflects
Infinite.
whatever's been put into it.
Okay, I'll open her book and I'll look through it.
I like to think the mirror acts like an iPad touchscreen, so you just like flip through a digital ebook.
You see badly done electronic doodles.
Yeah, I don't even have a spellbook. It's just my phone.
As I did not have her spellbook actually prepared, let me see what spells she just has on hand. You see she has Shield of Faith, Cure Wounds, as first level spells, and Hold Person and Mirror Image as second level spells.
Having a scholar's pack, I would have ink, right?
You would have ink, but you wouldn't have magical ink.
So I wouldn't be able to
Not
copy
the
it.
ink.
No, you would have to do the normal
You do not
copying
have the
rules.
special ink.
Yeah, you'd have to go by your copying spells rules, whatever they are.
Oh, is that just like the 50 gold in 2 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll probably reduce the amount of gold it is because everything's very...
Yeah, like I have 84 on me, so that's
Yeah.
like one spell. And my subclass doesn't give me a safety net there.
Yeah, for now we'll half the cost, and half it again for the ones you can copy better, but I don't think you get any you can copy better from yours, like the traditional schools. Other level ones she has is Alarm and Charm Person.
Okay. Draco had said something about level 2 spells she has.
I didn't.
But yeah, she has Hold Person and Mirror Image as 2 level 2 spells.
Oh, okay. Alright, yeah, I'll hand it back to her, realizing that I don't have the time or money to copy them.
With that though, we will pan over to the gang going to the shop, I suppose. Since
I
it's
had one question.
you have ask it.
Damien just turned over, closing his book for a second. So, any particular reason you
Towards
two
the
are
camera.
at a magic academy? Aside from trying to better yourselves in magic.
Amelia kind of shrugs and like shrinks in on herself. Just, well, my dad works around here, so
I wanted to, well, become an archmage. I've heard stories of it, and I figured, hey, why not give it a shot? Shot you don't take is a miss.
Pretty powerful.
I feel like that'd take a lot more years than we have here.
Got to start somewhere.
I
Shrugs.
suppose.
Gotta start when you're young,
Yeah.
Yeah, for an archmage, basically.
or else you won't make it.
Yeah.
Maybe you could talk to the headmaster. He's an archmage, isn't he?
I don't know. I've never actually seen one. I don't actually know what they are. I just heard stories of them.
I mean, you'd have to assume he's the headmaster. He's got to be stronger than the rest of them.
Just
Imagine
drops to a single magic
spells that are in
missile.
his spell book.
His eyes just widen at that. I never actually thought of that.
Yeah, he
I'll
only
have
knows
to ask
a
him
wish.
about that.
Just a wish.
It's nothing else.
That's some pretty big that's some pretty big aspirations there, Elfire.
Big aspirations for a small body. He looks down at himself.
She kind of chuckles at it. Well, what about you, Damien? You're... Here to better yourself? She laughs.
Kinda. I'm searching for someone.
Ooh, do tell.
I point to my horns, looking for my dad. Or the means to find him.
Oh. Well, I hope you find him eventually. If you ever want help finding him, just let us know, I'm sure. Me and Amelia would be willing to help.
She nods. You know where to start?
Well, based off my heritage, I can assume one of three things. Either that my dad is a devil, demon, or tiefling of some kind. Or
All
that
of the above.
all of the above, or it was just some kind of curse that happened.
So, it's possible
What?
you aren't actually a tiefling.
Oh no, I am most certainly a tiefling.
Huh.
If the horns, the tail, and the wings didn't give it away.
She kind of squints and looks back at the doors or just behind her. Zach didn't have wings.
Yeah, I was just gonna
Either-
say, I've never seen a tiefling with wings.
My brother doesn't have wings either, but he
Is your brother or step brother or half brother?
no, he's my birth relay brother, though he hasn't shown any signs of magic from what I can tell.
What does
I
he
did
do?
not mean to roll that.
Is he your older
Rolling
brother or your
token.
younger brother?
Older brother.
Huh.
But I figured that if I was going to start someplace, I would start with conjuration.
She kind of chuckles. Are you gonna try and
Wait.
conjure your father?
Wouldn't...
Well, it's one way. If he's a demon or a devil, it certainly works.
Oh, yeah,
Looks at Elfire, just kind of shocked.
I mean, I guess, but wouldn't divination be better? You know, looking into the truth?
Maybe, but
I'll slide him the intermediate
But where's the
conjuration
fun?
book.
So you have all three intermediate books as well, then.
oh,
Which is
If it helps,
More to
just make
read.
sure I get it back.
all right.
I smacked myself in the ear with the dice.
Though even in the intermediate ones, there is, as you flip through the blurbs, there is nothing about conjuring fiends or devils.
Maybe conjuring an elemental who can conjure a fae, who can conjure a...
Conjure a
what's
fae
the
that can
old
conjure.
conjure that will...
Oh god.
Conjuration wormhole.
The conjure train.
Yeah.
know
This will just create a
There's-
paradox of conjuring.
There's so much I don't even know about my dad. I don't know if he's a demon devil or tiefling, one of the three. Wouldn't know his like demon or devil rank, and I sure as hell don't even know his name.
Well, when it comes to names, if I remember correctly, they're pretty well hidden by demons and devils.
Wait, could we theoretically, via doing a demon summoning, summon...
If his father is a demon or devil, then yeah.
Could we summon
Could we summon
Orcus?
Dante next year?
He summoned Dante.
And-
Summon Orcus.
Hey, Orcus, do
can
you
we
know this
summon
guy's dad?
Orcus and bend
You would
him
need
to
a
our will
very
with his name?
powerful spell to summon Orcus.
I
What's up
summon
with
whichever
you,
demon,
Orcus?
devil, or fiend that runs through this bloodline to appear in front of me or turns up like,
Yeah,
huh.
what is with that?
But if we do summon him, he can show us to Damien's dad.
Orcus if he knows a albino
Or he could just kill
drow
us.
named Akira.
Maybe we should cast some spells on you to see if we can gain anything about your father through your blood. Rather than just...
Why don't we make Orcus summon
Oh,
you?
that's a good idea.
Maybe.
As he takes out a dagger.
No, not blood, that...
Edge of a
Why do you have a dagger?
Well, to cut paper. Obviously.
That's a
Character
dagger, that's not even
probably
a
for the same-
scalpel!
Why would you
Probably
use
for the same reason that I have a light crossbow for some reason.
Yeah.
You have a light crossbow just hanging on your back?
No, it's not on me. It's in his backpack at the dorms.
Oh man.
I didn't even start with a weapon.
Yeah, like,
Roll
I
pack
mean,
and eat.
You could have started with like a dagger or some...
uh,
like a box cutter
I
or
had a carving knife.
a switchblade if you wanted one.
yeah, you had one.
I was gonna be like, I have a butterfly knife, but then I was like, nah,
You could have like a multi-tool.
that's a different kind of
Yeah,
style.
you probably should ask Graham for your knife back.
Graham, can I have my
I didn't
knife
want
out
to
of
see.
your
I didn't
wife?
want to make it too awkward.
You should have.
It's okay. Next time Frederick sees Graham, Frederick's asking for the carving knife. Like, I need that carving knife.
Yeah, no. If there's a way of finding out who my dad is via my blood, hell, that might answer one of my other questions about why I'm not good with fire magic.
Well, I mean,
His eyes go wide at that.
it's just practice, surely.
Do the one blood ritual
Well,
Julian did.
in the problem is, like, I've tried fire magic before and it doesn't work. The most I can get is the simplest of bolts. What I am really good at is like the healing and holy magic.
Well, I know. Maybe we should talk to Valentine. He's the divination teacher. He should maybe be able to divin it out. Maybe it's like a cool crystal orb.
Oh boy,
Maybe.
crystal
Crystal
balls.
orb.
You know, like the one that like fortune tellers have.
Yeah,
Let's go down that rabbit hole.
I get the feeling he might be in charge of the music extracurricular.
Maybe.
He just strikes me as that type.
Yeah.
Regardless, well, thanks for listening to me about that.
Amelia shrugs. Just wish I was more interesting. You're here looking for your father, and my father's just working in town.
Not for long, kid. Not for long.
Bum bum bum.
Speaking of, let's zip out the window and down the road, crossfade to a bunch of boys raiding his her father's gosh dang
About to kill
place.
some guy.
Put on mask. This is a rubber. Holding hand like it's a gun.
Let's grab the Serenity Market and make sure everything that needs to be revealed is revealed.
Now, is this like a grocery store hanging around?
There's a grocery store, though you
We know it's that
haven't
red
seen it
down
yet.
building. That'll be tomorrow's objective.
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh.
say, am I allowed
Triangle.
to like just grab some food from the grocery store afterwards?
Yeah, you can. Anything minor you want, you can kind of have.
Grab some good shit.
I'm probably gonna ask fucking Frederick if he can help me cook out some steaks for dinner.
Easy. We just need a cooking utensil, like a frying pan.
I'm sure that's in the
Or
kitchen
a
in the
metal
dorms.
desk.
Let's drag you all to the market. Anyone
There's a
who
metal
wants to
sheet.
go to the market in any way can come here, but we'll drag you all up to the north.
North of the wall, eh?
Ish.
Call me Jon Snow.
Cornell was coming. I think that was the only NPC who was coming with us.
He's going to the diner.
Yeah.
They're looking for some
He
snacks.
going to the diner like a boy.
Like a boy.
Guess I'll drag you out then, okay, bro?
Oh, you said you were dragging
I don't know
everyone.
what
Oh no, I was
yeah,
dragging
I
my
thought-
boy out. He doesn't have his
Oh.
tokens set up. Oh my god, I have to go to the other sheet and grab him.
Did you make a character for yourself to play?
What? No.
I don't know if this was like common knowledge to everyone or not.
So,
Yeah, that's all the NPCs.
what common knowledge?
The action to identify a spell. That's the one is casting.
Oh,
I
I
can't
know, it would
do
definitely require an arcane check at the time of it being casted, but second floor. Let's.
It's a thing from Xanathar's guide.
Oh, well, I wouldn't have a clue.
Neat.
Academy. Ramadan. Select a token. There we go.
DC equals 15 plus the spell's level.
Was anyone else going other than the three boys?
Michael's been gone for a long while.
He'll be alright. He's a busy boy.
Yeah,
Like how it's 2 dragons and 2 rams.
Yeah.
Perfectly balanced.
As all things should be.
Exactly. That's why some. Okay, that work. Some. Never mind. I can't crack my knuckles right now. I'll do that later. I'll do that later. Leave that for later. Fuck
Fenton
you.
doesn't even have a character sheet.
Fenton, you little shater. We need to buy some of your equipment.
He's not there.
Just like Bioshock Infinite style, when you die and you hear the person knocking on the door being like, "Book a DeWitt!
Oh god!
Pay back the debt! You got the girl! Pay back the debt!"
My dad just works in town. He's missing.
He's missing.
Dun dun dun.
Last people that everyone knows the scene. Frederick, Greg, Plight, and Cornell.
Nah, Cornell's going to the diner.
He'll go with you
running
for
up.
now.
Right.
He'll probably like deviate once you guys go somewhere else.
You keep on getting me with those effects, Aiden.
Let's
You
Like,
burn my
have
hat, I
one there.
torture your soul.
let's zoom
I stop
in.
paying attention, and then that happens.
I gotta beam a bomb.
So you do
grab
see that it does
bubbling
say it
burn.
does have like the open sign, and
Yeah.
you wander on in and you see that
Yeah.
Lieutenant Benson is here talking to Fenton.
Hey!
Oh, Benson.
Don't fireball him.
Fireball.
Hey, Vsauce, make a
Burn him. Hey,
Where
see what
are
you're
your
trying to do
fingers?
that? You missed, you little shit.
He nods at you all as you walk in, and then kind of like gives a lingering stare at the huge kid who kind of squats in under the door frame.
Yeah.
Cornell is so tall he has to squat to get into a building.
Well, not really squat. He just kind of ducks his head a little.
Oh, that explains. Oh, that explains his muscles.
Yeah, he's massive.
He has to exercise to get in doorways.
Benson seems
And
to
his
give
height
like
is
some
really
kind
low.
of goodbye to Fenton as you all walk in. They exchange nods as he walks out.
Kind of like watches him walk out the door.
Yeah.
I know only one person who looks more hippie than this dude does. And that's Mr. Sunshine.
That's
Yeah, it's
Not
You see
even
this
Mr.
guy?
Sunshine
He's got
anymore, it's just
fairly
Sunshine.
long hair. He's got like a light blue dress shirt that's like buttoned down a few buttons, and like a grey, like maybe fake leather blazer.
Good evening.
Hey, how can I help you?
I'm looking for arcane ink.
Arcane ink. Got a wizard over here, huh?
Not quite.
Kind of mumbles that to
Listen
himself
over
as he
here.
walks over to look at whatever he's looking at.
He goes like behind him. There's like one of those like cigarette kind of box things you see at general
Oh
stores.
yeah, how old do you have to be to buy cigarettes in this town?
Probably 18. Like, well, no, it's like 21 over in America, ain't it?
It is.
It'll be 21
Can
or
not buy
19
cigarettes.
here.
But no, he
19 here,
opens one and
21
there's like a bunch of ink.
Yeah, people will definitely just ignore that though.
Yeah, want a cigarette?
I thought it was
Come
like
out
different
here.
in every state.
Yeah. I mean, you are in Alaska and in some like shut off town, so
Canada or Alaska?
Alaska.
Canada.
So
is
it's Canada.
Everyone wants
It
to come
might
here
as
and
well be
smoke a joint,
Canada.
they
Like,
can.
when is America just going to give Alaska to Canada? Like, stop holding on, man. Give it back.
Canada deserves
No, we
Alaska.
refuse.
We worked hard enough.
By
Honestly,
that
you're
logic,
the
I want to go. I
phone
want to
Give
be
it
in
over when we
Alaska
get free
so I get
healthcare.
Canadian citizenship.
How much is the magic ink? Indeed.
I feel like it's 50 gold normally.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how much?
Oh, like volume.
Yeah, like how
Like
much
that.
does
I think it's like 2
Oh,
ounces.
For a little
It's enough for like
ink bottle.
5
so it's-
spells, I think.
Yeah, 5 spells or a page.
Well, considering things are
Or one
very,
tattoo job.
very cheap, it'll just be 25 gold for a little vial that could probably write up a couple of dang spells. I'll figure it out by the time next game, but we'll say 25 now for a amount of ink.
I put 25 gold on the bench.
You're not a wizard, what you using it for, man? You buying it for a wizard?
Ooh, that'd be nice of you.
Nah.
I mean, there's nothing
laugh.
to do a couple of spells. But, I kind of like nudged to Frederick. One of the teachers told us about,
Arcane focus.
tattoos for focuses.
He kind of looks at the ink that you're holding. He just shakes
it the
his
right
head.
ink?
Just don't just go injecting that into your skin, kids.
No, no.
Too late.
Not planned.
Already injecting it.
We will be looking for
Snort all
someone
of it.
who, deals
that
with such things.
Alright, you be careful about it.
Let me do it. Let me do it.
No!
I'll do it for you.
You
Greg,
do it!
Can you
Um,
spot
Give the halfling tattoos.
$3 so that I can buy myself
No.
one?
The halfling wants to tattoo them.
Wait, sorry? What did you say, Frederick?
$3 to can you spot me $3?
So, I mean, I was only thinking of one tattoo.
Yeah, we don't know if that would be enough for just one of us getting a tattoo though. And I want to get a tattoo myself.
Fair enough.
I pass you 3 gold.
Thank you. I'll give him
Although you buy
25
me
for a
lunch
bottle.
sometime.
I already made you lunch.
He watches you put it down and he kind of sighs going back. He comes back, he's like, I'm serious, kids, this can get you real sick. Make sure you've got your preparations in order if you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
The teacher told us it would leave
All I
us
wanna know.
bedridden if...
And if your body can't handle it, it can kill you.
Craig kind of looks over and he's like, those brooms. Are they the, flying type?
He nods.
$300.
Greg's face lights up so much.
Yeah, we got two kinds. We got ones in rosewood and ones in whatever this other wood is. Looks like varnished oak. I don't know.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I want like one of the darker woods with like the darker tails.
Yeah.
It's in mahogany.
I wish that was mahogany.
Definitely isn't.
It's
As
probably
Zelda have
mahogany
enough
back
right
end
now.
stuff, but like the main broom is oak.
Yeah, Greg. Zelda have enough right now, but how much would that run a person?
Rideable broomstick is 300 gold. But you know, they got lifetime warranty, those things.
I'll probably be back in a month or so, if not beforehand.
Well, of course.
Someone thinks they can make
A month?
business
I'm
good.
stealing one.
Dude. That's our friend's father's shop.
You doing
Greg
alright,
just idly
Blight?
looks around.
What can I get you?
Light just shrugs.
You want a cola? He gestures towards like the 6-pack of cola on his table.
He just takes one without saying anything. He just seems really tired today.
How's your aunt doing? She doing alright?
I haven't gone there since yesterday.
Should go check up on her sometime. Should go check up on her at some point. Make sure she's doing
Like,
alright.
Mission acquired.
Dead.
Yeah, nothing story-wise happened. Don't suspect anything.
He kind of like Cornell's like kind of got his back turned, like looking at the cards on the table. He kind of looks past you. Who's your massive friend?
That's Cornell.
It's a brick wall.
I know.
You could juggernaut the wall and take its place.
His height is bigger than you.
Yeah, like,
Just whoever it's bigger than you.
Cornell's definitely taller than him, right?
He's tall. Yeah, he's probably got a.
He's 7 foot tall, made of
He's
radiation.
like the same height as you with the hat.
Oh god. Like, I'm 5'11", so like, how tall is his hat?
I don't know. I mean, he's
Like,
definitely taller than you. Yeah,
Probably
he's
6
Well, your
foot
hat's
1.
he's
Yeah, like,
nearing
Miriam's
7
6'1".
foot. He's like 6 and a half.
5'11". Yeah,
He's,
Oh, boy.
he's up there.
yeah, 6 foot 6.
And
6
he'll
foot
most likely
5-ish.
still grow.
Yeah, and he's like your age, so
Not even
He has
close
that
to
condition
that.
where he's never stops growing.
how's Amelia doing? She's making friends up there.
We were just talking about cutting Damien's hand.
Greg smiles hearing, like, the name. He kind of... He's like, you know Amelia.
Yeah,
I don't
know
think Greg
Amelia.
actually knows that that's her father yet.
I would.
Twilight definitely does.
He
Numbers
sits
do.
back down. It's like, I hope I know my own daughter.
Don't you? Kind of
That's
looks
the sad part.
embarrassed slightly for being a fool. Yeah.
So is there anything else you guys want to buy in here, or shall we?
Aren't you
Oh, yeah,
gonna ask about focuses, Frederick?
That's right. Yeah. I, as a player, forgot that. As a player, I'm a dickhead. I also had those foci that could enhance certain casting abilities.
Yeah, he nods.
And I was wondering if the prices of ones that would be able to enhance the ability of holy magic and slash healing.
Enhance
And the
the ability of
prices.
healing. Whew.
Yeah.
Well, we mainly have ones for the certain elements. You know, the basic ones, the fires, the
Yeah.
colds. Holy magic and healing? I haven't really... I could call someone, but... I don't have any of those in stock, I'm afraid.
Greg looks over at Frederick when he's ordering this, because Holy Magic and Healing seems rather useful for a cleric.
Don't have the money for it, so I wouldn't say order it, but is it okay if you look into it?
I could definitely look into it.
Thank you.
Where are the healing potions again?
They're just like over here.
Okay. How much are they again?
Did I reduce their cost? I think I did.
You're like 25.
Normally they're like 300.
It's
normal healing
50
potion's
for a
50.
normal one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Are they?
And then
Is it like greater?
for-
Yeah, or just
Like-
they're 25 each, and they're like different flavors. There's chocolate
Yeah.
flavored, there's
Hey.
carbonated ones, there's all kinds.
I still have my chocolate one.
Yeah.
We gave the
Carbonated
black
chocolate
currant
milk.
one to Damien when we'll have to find them.
Never carbonate milk. Ever.
No, it's a horrible idea. I've done it before.
Oh
I
god.
need to know now.
No, it actually is rancid.
Yeah, like it's worse than rotten rotten
Let's
milk.
just say when you have a soda stream
Curdled
machine, you
milk.
experiment.
Yeah.
I have
Okay,
one.
so-
I do not experiment.
Sorry.
Okay, so what are the flavors?
Well, you should.
Just any flavor you'd really want.
Is it the Harry Potter flavors?
I don't know what the Harry Potter flavors are.
Really?
You know, bingle bangle.
No,
Third
there's
one
no
bangle.
gross ones.
Oh, that's no.
Unless you
Aw,
find a
what a
flavor
shame.
particularly gross. There's like juice flavored ones, there's soda flavored ones, and there's like
But there's no game where it's like a shot of healing soda, and it's like the jelly bean challenge.
no,
Bamboozled!
They don't want you to throw up in the middle of battle.
And you're not supposed to be drinking healing sodas left and right for no reason.
That's what they do. That's what
I
the
imagine
Wonder
that's
thing.
like, that's probably like taking medicine for no reason.
You do see on the table, though, there is a itinerary of what is in the shop, if I can find which page is the right one. All camera stuff is kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Remember which one is my actual DMable one. But this is what he has in stock, at least for now.
What's glowing over here?
Go to players, that should be it.
Oh,
Oh,
Good speed.
This
I am
build,
magic
that
cards.
stuff. Hell yeah. I'm going to
Jesus
shovel
Christ, an instrument of the bards.
yeah. I was just gonna comment on that. Robe of eyes.
Broom of
I
flag,
want-
300,
I
20
want
feet.
that
What?
robe of eyes now.
Oh
Does
yeah,
it only let you
its
fly
speed
20
is
feet
reduced
high?
to 20 feet, yeah. They're very slow.
Like,
The base ones.
we need to get a premium discount to get this robe of eyes, dudes.
Yeah.
It is one of the
We
most
still had
expensive
it out.
items.
Broadshock
It is the
shielding?
most expensive.
What does that do?
If you click on them, you should be able to find out what they do.
Yeah.
That's why they're all blue.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Roach
can't
20%
spell
off.
cards only. Okay. Oh yeah, you said I could take that mirror cantrip thing.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Resistance
the-
to force damage.
The robe of eyes, and I'll
Yeah,
go
good
down
luck
a
getting
hole.
3k.
I'm going to do it. Don't you
We'll rob
fucking
him.
tempt
That's
me.
what we'll do.
You'll steal it.
I'm sure I can
Yeah.
ask my father for my birthday. It's like, yo!
Just when it gets to Frederick's birthday, calls up his family like, yo, can someone bum me $3,000? Don't ask why, I just need it.
I really want this item in the local magic shop.
Just no explanation.
I'll pay you back.
That actually
Doesn't
seems pretty
pay
cool.
back.
The brooch of shielding.
Where's Shilling is?
I totally thought it would give you like the shield spell for like a charge.
Yeah, no.
No, it doesn't.
Also, see that
Die.
sensor? That's the one I always thought when it was like in the items, but no, you got the normal one. This is the item thing that shows up though. The sensor of controlling air elementals.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what you guys see in the itinerary.
Goggles of night.
And
Night might be
you can
useful for
definitely
some.
ask him to order in stuff. So if you know anything else that you would definitely like, then I can figure that out.
Sure, that's another Marlow trinkets.
Damn you, Staff of Healing, why do you have a class-restricted attunement?
What's
It
its class
does.
restricted to
I'd
two?
probably remove the class restriction shit. I don't.
Ring of animal influence.
Yeah, those are new.
Haha, what are you? Petty sorcerer? Sorcerer
Aren't
bitch boy?
you a sorcerer?
Shut up. I'm allowed to mock him. I'm a sorcerer. It's my job.
Like,
In all
Come
contexts, you could assume it's insulting myself, not you.
I don't have
Well,
prices
fine.
for them, but there are different foci for the elements. They come in +1, +2, +3, and rather than making your overall casting and saving throws better, they increase your damage with that element by that amount. And then you have a prime version after the level 3, which increases it by your spellcasting ability modifier.
Oh,
Which for some of you might be worse than +3.
ring of mind shielding.
Shield your mind.
It makes
Yeah.
no difference for me.
for me, it's a +4.
The prime is always more prime.
When you had said that, Ben, it had just come through to me that they had said something about mind shielding, and I was like, wait, is he saying that he doesn't have a brain?
Exactly.
Shh.
You're able to assume Ben has a head.
What?
Bold to think
What?
I think. So no head?
Oh,
You heard them.
scared someone off. Oh, almost scared Michael off.
No.
Robe of eyes. That sounds
I
terrifying.
want it.
Yeah, like,
Realize.
They're always watching. Always.
I'm always watching.
Always.
is there a
Mike
diamond
Wazowski.
card?
Say what?
Is there a diamond or a platinum card?
You mean?
You have dark vision out to the range of
'Cause there's a
120
gold
feet.
card.
Oh no, the gold card was the one you used to show up at the school.
Yeah.
The other ones are just made out of whatever other material, probably a silver alloy.
Ah,
Wahaha, I do not have, I have an unbroken gold card.
Yeah, you have. You're the only one who has one that isn't broken. And maybe
you probably
Amelia.
stole it.
I live here. So
Yeah, anything anyone else wants to do before you all go to bed, or anyone have any sneaky things they want to be going up to, or?
I would buy some steaks, ask Frederick to help me cook them, however much steaks cost at the grocery store. And then I would call my father.
It's negligible.
I tell my father how the first day went.
I'll cook the steaks with the metal desk.
You don't have a metal desk.
We have a metal desk.
We're cooking it in the kitchen. I'm not cooking my steaks on some desk.
The kitchen only has a microwave last time I checked. And my character fucking went in there to try and make shit.
You could buy a portable hot plate.
How much does that cost?
No, it would come in cook's utensils, so... Whatever cook's utensils
Ben will
cost.
have that one too.
He has them.
I do have cooking utensils, yes.
Oh, then I
There you
suppose
go.
you would have that.
I just use my hand as the hot plate. The frying.
You just have an easy bake oven.
I literally can do that though. That's the problem.
Greg looks at you slightly disappointed. He's like, no, just normally.
Just holding the bottom of the frying pan, cooking them. Just
Yeah, that's good enough. If at least you have the fry pan between and not just slap the steak onto your hand, that's better.
no, I just holding the frying pan. Making a mini pyre.
My life for
do you
fire.
Do you want to be the ashes of the pyre being in the frying pan? Doesn't matter, you're gonna get burnt.
God fucking damn it.
What?
He just quoted a song I said him once.
I know.
So you guys get your grub on, you get your snackies. Anyone else get up to anything before you all kick it tonight?
You said there was forest behind the domes, yeah?
There's forest kind of just all around. There's it's hard.
Yeah, I kind
not
of just
to
walk
find
out.
forest.
I can still see the back of the dorms, and I kind of walk into it enough and then make my phone call.
Alright, well, we'll do that.
Alpha would probably just play around with his new spell, just trying to impress Damien and, what's her name? Suck with names.
Amelia.
Amelia, it's Amelia.
Yeah.
It says it right there.
Yeah, but, like, I'm not on that screen.
That's fair. You got me.
And then there's... You're doing that, and then there's Frederick, who's legitimately trying to get as much research and shit prepped just to get an arcane focus tattoo.
We will then drag old mate to the dorm's exterior. There's Greg. Are you up here?
Damien at this point would probably ask for the numbers of Elf and Amelia.
Yeah, she gives you her number. Gives you both her number.
Oh, right, home phone, because that's in town.
She has both. She has a cell phone.
Yeah. Like, I knew cell phone. I always forget home.
Home phones suck, man.
They do. They never shut up.
I don't think I've answered my home phone in years. Whenever I hear it ring, I just ignore it.
Home phone.
We have one
My mom
plugged
just
in
unplugs
still,
them and throws
but
it.
no one can call it. Like,
That just doesn't. That must be so dangerous. Like,
I don't have a home phone in my place.
we can
I live
call
in an
people
apartment.
with the home phone, but you can't call the home phone back.
oh god.
It's
What the?
the most jank thing ever, and I love it.
This is absurd.
I think it's like proper fuck.
Yeah, no kidding.
Just casting message.
Yeah, so we, zip zap zoom, everyone's gone to chill out in the dorms, everyone gets food, but we follow old Greggy boy, kind of walking outside, chilling out the back of the dorms.
Yeah.
As we, a little to get a cool shot.
I cannot control my token, Cheeky. What have you done?
It's probably on like the map
Thank you
layer
again,
or something.
Darren, for once again spiting me. I shall kill you in the end.
Look at his
I don't think it's
because I can still see the
yeah.
HP.
Yeah, and it doesn't, like, for me, because of the program I have, it tells me what's on the map layer.
It's an imposter.
Oh, then I don't know.
Get off!
Yes, you should be able to move him.
Maybe delete him and replace him. Oh, there's two
another-
of them.
There we go. This worked. No! What?
Oh,
We're
were you trying to
forbidden
like
from-
left, right? There's no grid, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I was there arrowing. Never
Yeah.
mind. Bad. Ring the ring.
Yeah, but you do your ring. It doesn't take too long before you hear it click open. I assume he'd have caller ID if his kid is calling him.
Probably.
But yeah, you hear just like a crackle open, and then you just hear just the sound of someone pressing a phone to their face. Hello,
Hello, father.
my Greg. How are you?
That's good.
How have you been?
We finished the first day of school.
The first day. Oh my gosh, what have you gotten up to?
I learned how to arcane blast.
Lost Arcanes? That sounds pretty rad.
Yeah. Magic is cool.
Magic is cool. So what are you up to? What? You made friends?
Yes,
It is
quite a
the
lot
coolest.
actually.
That's my boy, that's my boy. You got a girlfriend yet?
Not yet.
He blushes at this. As his father just asks.
But there's quite a lot of nice people.
Excellent.
Oh, fuck.
So what's up? What are you up to? What are you-
Excellent. Are any of them women?
I just had some dinner with a couple of the friends, and I thought I would call you.
My own son thought to call me.
We learned about arcane focuses, and one of the teachers told us you can even use a tattoo as a focus.
A tattoo. My own son's not thinking about getting a tattoo, is he?
Cicadas in the background.
I don't know. Would that be something I'd be allowed to do?
Probably, if it looks cool.
Why, no, we get this lizard out of here. Shoo, Scar, shoo. Wait, I can no? What? No, I can't control the lizard. I clicked on it for a second. Wait.
If you roll a perception and you can hear him out here, then I'll allow you to be sneaking about.
No, I'm just walking around and corners out like a little bit of the forest.
No, it's just
Still
a
enough to
shivering
see the
lizard.
dorm, so go ahead. If there's a lizard out in the forest, that doesn't bother me.
I mean, it's out in the forest,
Yeah, it seems
Nope.
natural.
and now it's gone.
The lizard looks fairly Jar Jar in nature.
It ran away.
Jar Jar Binks. Me so good.
So you're staying at the trouble, yes?
Yes, but some of the other students, they got curious.
And got bit by a wyvern.
But that is all good. No one got in too bad in trouble. And I do not worry. I had tea with the headmaster. He beat me
Already?
in checkers. Yeah.
My boy is moving up in the world.
That, but no. What would you think since you... Blah, blah, blah. Words right now, not words.
Hold on, Father.
It's okay. Take your time.
Oh!
They're gonna beat you up for scaring son.
You
Why
said
is
if the
it
design
so
was cool.
big? Just walking away faster and faster from the
No, man,
giant
I was
lizard.
walking in circles, man. What kind of design do you think I should get?
I don't know. It's something that means something to you, you know? You don't... If you get barbed wire on your bicep, I'm going to rip the arm off.
The lizards run away out here. Do not worry, it should not be anything like that. Did you ever wish for a tattoo?
Your dad probably has tattoos. You probably know he has tattoos.
I am.
Probably the kind of guy who would have tattoos.
Yeah. Yeah, he's okay.
Yeah.
But no.
Aiden, what the hell is going on your side of the mic?
He's shaking.
That is called dice that I keep hitting myself with the head with by accident.
Nice.
Why?
It's the sound of his footsteps, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I got spurs on my feet, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. The teachers, I would have to find someone who is tattoo artist. I do not want no home job. But they said to be careful with it. It takes longer to heal.
Bear?
Okay, I
Run,
do
it's
I
the
see the
bear.
bear? Do I see the bear, Cheeky? You've
If
heard
the
me say
bear
this
is
before.
actually here, then the bear is actually here. But if Lucas is just dragging his shapes up and
It's
around.
more you.
Like, did you actually come out and follow? Because if there's a bear there, I am going to try tame it. I told Cheeky this earlier. If I find a bear in the woods, I am taming it.
I can't turn into a bear yet. And
I love Greg Jr.
Oh, it was a false bear. Like, he stops walking in circles for a second, like, leans, like, to the left to try and
just
get a
puts an
better
illusion.
angle behind a tree. It's like, it does nothing. Continues.
But no, it has been very fun. I thank you very much for sending me here.
Well, of course. What did you keep you cooped up in your house all your life?
And the headmaster, he was very nice.
I would hope so.
Was
I'll kick his off if he isn't.
I sure you would.
Oh, god.
Wizard or not, I kick his butt.
Oh,
Nobody
sure.
can stop my father. Also,
Oh,
some
wizard,
things
I
did
had
happen
wizard.
at the dorm, so we are staying in the Lions for now. I am a ram.
You're a ram.
We are blue. Yeah.
What does that mean?
Last I checked, you weren't a ram.
There is 3 dorms throughout the... And you get assigned. Like,
Oh.
they have the heads of the chimera. There's the dragons, they are red. The lions, they are yellow. We are staying at the lion's dorm for now. And blue, the rams.
Well, I think ram suits you very much.
I can be quite stubborn at times.
You did like headbutting everything as well.
Literally and figuratively.
You're a strange toddler.
Just crawls around ramming its head into everything.
You were dropped from the wall, like high jump, and a headbutt.
Let's try out this Kyle.
Oh, but no, Greg
Okay,
talks
thank
out
you.
with his father for a bit before wishing him a good night.
That's amusing.
Aiden, is your niece
No,
headbutting
thank
things?
Huh?
Is your niece headbutting things?
No, right now. She's going to bed right now.
Nap time.
Not usually, but
No,
it's
usually.
Friday,
She
it is.
used to. She used to.
Oh boy.
She's just slam her head
After
into
talking
walls.
to my father a bit and whatnot, I'll make my way back. to the dorms. What time is it, out of curiosity?
It's now getting pretty late. Like,
Because, yeah, we've already eaten dinner and that.
yeah.
That's what the stakes for. I'll probably just go...
That took like 4 hours.
Eh.
Yeah. Time skip back to when we were still down in the town. Can I go visit the vodka aunt?
You're gonna go visit your aunt?
The vodka aunt.
Yeah, you can
It's a
definitely go
vodka
wander
aunt.
off and go chill at your aunt's house. We will grab. Do we have?
Greg would
Is
probably
there-
like take a bath after when he gets back and just light one of the incense he has.
Would it be okay?
Aromatic.
Frederick followed Plate, or would
If
Plate
they
not
let
want
you.
to? Yeah, that's what I
If
was
you
like.
want to.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like play's gonna stop, Frederick.
Well, that was that one thing I don't want this.
Frederick would follow.
You know, when Frederick gets back is when they'd cook the steaks, then Greg's phone call would be after that.
That's a
Cool, we have a nice
But-
stamp.
Yeah, the
I
lizard's
have
relaxing the
found
blonde.
the kind of tattoo I want to get for Frederick's arcane tattoo. I'm gonna put it in No
I
Might
can't
for now.
believe you guys are actually gonna do that.
Actually, I put it in
Scroll down to the pond.
Grinkirk.
Yeah, I'm gonna give them the tattoo. It's official.
No, you're not!
No!
You can offer, but Greg will turn it down.
Just burn it on. What are you doing?
My father would kill me.
Homebrand
He would
shit.
tear me limb from limb, and that's no joke. He may love me, but he is scary.
the aunt's house.
Oh, that is a cool. And it's got a bird too.
It
Damn,
is.
that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
fantastic.
That's
The
why I
raven.
wanted it, because it's bird and then it's the
Protection
Yeah.
ward.
Pitchfork thing.
Oh, would
Technical
Greg join
symbol.
us? Would Greg join us?
No.
Yeah, this could have been before you went, but if you went straight away to go call.
I mean, he probably would have just headed back and played foosball or something just in the dorms, waiting for you guys to return before dinner. Unless Clyde said, "Are you coming?" In which case he might feel obligated.
Is that a fucking wolf at the fireplace?
You don't know, you're not in there.
Wait, what?
Okay, if there's a wolf in the fireplace, I'm coming.
That's a husky.
Husker.
Oh, it's a good husky.
Oh god, I
Good
want that. I wanna tame
let's grab. Did
I
you
tame
invite Cornell with you as well?
It's whoever the hell followed.
Yeah, he'd be interested. He'd be happy that
You
someone
have a
invited
beach?
him somewhere.
A river? A lake? I don't know what that is, but there's water.
Oh, like a lake or a
Come
river.
along, you'll see.
Yeah, I'm
Beach
definitely
dreams.
coming. Probably visiting the art is what like made me think of my father. It's like you gotta give him a phone call after this.
What the hell
I
is
just
there a lizard
realized
here?
but the vodka aunt does a bunch of art. They could probably do tattoos.
Probably,
Oh.
actually.
We found our tattoo artist, boy.
Damn it.
Although
Safety is
Greg-
great.
The boat.
Greg wants to wait till like at the end of the week after he studied a bit more on the runes, sigils, wards, and yada yada.
Also, what is the aunt's name? I've only just been referring to them as vodka aunt.
Yeah, let's have a
That is
look.
their name.
That can be fun.
Vodka
Vodka.
aunt.
Vodka.
What?
Vodka.
These are
Vodka
past
aunt.
wine. They're vodka now.
Hell yeah.
Her name's Hannah.
Vodka. Hannah Mon Vodka.
If you just like refer
yeah,
to
hand
him
one
as
van.
vodka, that is all Greg would refer to
Auntie
us
Hannah.
to.
Auntie
damn.
Hannah Mon Vodka.
Auntie Hannah pretty cool looking. She hip. She paint.
She hip.
I'm
Alexis,
also
you should.
pretty sure this is the elf side of his family, so.
She doesn't have
Oh
very.
yeah, so
Yeah,
you guys
like-
walk through town. You kind of follow the shoreline, and eventually you're kind of a little bit out of town. Like her house is pretty secluded compared to the rest of them. But you find a little track and you start heading up it, and you can see like a fairly decently sized shack of a house with clothes hung
That's
up
a
out
cool
the front
painting.
and a whole bunch of flowers out the front. The smell of the sea air kind of hitting you.
Yeah, this is. Your aunt's cool.
You haven't even met her.
There's a grid
Okay,
here.
going up to the door, I'm assuming I have a key?
You definitely have a key.
Well, in that case, I just let myself in.
I'll follow behind.
Quit shaking the dice.
Wow.
Sorry.
Greg kind of like stops for a second. He like
It was
leans.
so
He's
cool.
like, "We good to enter?" And the same part, like straight up walking. It's like, "We allowed to without your
Okay.
aunt knowing?"
Like, just, like, shrugs and just, like, steps aside from the doorway to let people in.
That's an invitation.
Good
Hannah?
enough, yeah.
Yeah, you can, like, as you're walking up, you can hear, like, some pretty loud, like, TV going on. She has, like, a TV above the fireplace.
Oh, that's cool.
It's on pretty loud as you open the door and walk in. But as you shout at her name, she, kind of kicks at, like, a remote that's on the table and it pauses it. And you see that the dog and her
heel
both kind of,
stomp.
like, look up over the couch. Should be chilling with the dog, man. Dog's on the couch. Dog's
Good
on the couch.
doggy.
Good doggy. Put him on the token layer.
Hi, doggy.
He turns out to be the big bad evil guy.
Oh, hi, Mark.
I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, doggy.
Cool, now.
Actually, you guys are in the house now. She lets a big smile and like kind of kicks off the couch. She's just in like basically just boxer briefs and a t-shirt and a hat.
Chilling.
Yeah, she walks around. She's like, "What's up, Plate? You back? It's been like a day. What's going on, dude?
Well, first day we stabbed a wyvern.
You stabbed a what's a wyvern?
Well, not
Mini dragon.
wyverns.
A mini
Stabbed
dragon.
Dragon
Well,
light.
Holy moly. She thumbs back to the table. It's like, "I got pizza. It might be stale, but help yourselves."
Greg kind of like eyes. He's like, "Nah, I got frozen steaks. I'll be fine."
I'm just going over that sentence in my head. First day we stabbed a.
First day we stabbed a wyvern. Dear diary. It's our first day at school, and we stabbed a motherfucking wyvern in its wing. It biffed me.
Who's this we?
This is Damien's diary, obviously.
He's
There you go.
I still have to get my knife back.
It's just Frederick writing in Damien's diary.
We stabbed a wyvern. It bit the fuck out of my leg. My
Well,
knife is gone.
Yeah, I'm Hannah. Thanks for introducing me to your friends there, Plate.
Greg's just like
Chuckles.
waving.
Like, just like
Shows a
slightly
distress.
laughs. This is Frederick, that's Greg, and the tall guy's Cornell.
What's up, you guys wizards too? Cornell kind of
Quote-unquote
shrugs.
wizards.
Well, I don't know what you call yourselves. What are you?
Yeah, Greg like very happy now. It's pathetic.
The dog turns into a gecko.
Well, how? No!
Yeah, we
Get
did
that out of
Transmutation
there!
magic.
Eh.
Well, come on, stop standing around like a bunch of stunned mullets. Get in here.
Shit. Kind of bump into Frederick as he says.
Like, just laughed further just watching them.
Always be in the same spot as I do, Alex. No matter
One
what game
second
we
like
play,
man.
no matter what we play, this happens.
They have like White's minds.
If this was TBC, it would be a perfect example of a physical form of SAO. Jesus shit.
What?
Acting
No
as
one
one.
understands this.
The Blackout Club stuff.
I
Don't
know.
worry about it.
You would accept 3 Pacific people understand.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm not explaining it for the rest who don't.
those that watch
Viewers, you
those
have to
do.
figure it out yourself.
Exactly.
So what? It's been one day, and you already need somewhere to hide out. Is that it? You guys running away? What's going on? How you doing?
You
Just
did
to say
it.
hi, pretty much.
Oh,
First day fugitives.
Yep, gonna run already. Causing
One
nothing
of our
this time.
teachers weren't happy we stabbed his maybe familiar.
Well,
On that note, Grink's like, you have very nice art.
I also burnt the shit out of that lizard. I feel like it wasn't just the stab thing.
she's got a smile on her face, but it's the smile of like, I have no idea what the fuck these kids are talking about.
Yeah.
Uh-huh, cool, right, yeah.
Literally, every time I talk to games around my mother.
And here I thought me and Baxter were going to be lonely this year. You know Baxter's the dog.
The dogs of Dax, what?
Dog's
Baxter.
name is Baxter.
No, it's the lizard in the boat.
Oh my god. You stop dragging the lizards. Ow.
Yeah, it's not harming when it's up over there.
I don't think you and
dabble
Dax
in the
will
arts.
use the last of me anytime soon.
Greg kind of like asks, like, can I pet the dog? Is it friendly?
Like,
As it's probably
dog.
still
Yeah,
on the
sounds
couch,
like
not
it.
giving a shit.
Oh yeah, he's kind of a chunker. He's kind of chunky.
Good.
Pat the dog.
Pat the dog. Everyone
Make
show
it
the dog love.
I shall not stop paying the dogs.
Awful
My
Pat.
hands are properly covered in floof.
You don't
I'll-
have hands.
I'll
They
do
are
that until my
floof.
hands covered in floof, and then put my hands, if the fireplace isn't lit, put my hands near the fireplace, use ignition to get rid of the floof,
Oh,
pat
it
down
is
my
already
hands,
lit.
and repeat. Oh damn.
Make a beard. And
You
your
can't
dog
fail
floof.
at a good pat, but just roll for
I'll give myself
Yeah, you
a
see how good
massive
it does.
wizard beard out of dog fluff. And no one will be able to tell if I'm child or small
Seeing you
wizard.
do that, I like scrape off the floof from my hand
Here's a
and
very
like
old
just kind of
halfling.
give it to you.
Like just watching them do this.
I'm gonna
So's Yana. She's just got a very
wizard beard.
Dog's getting the
concerned
best
smile on her
attention.
face as they're giving themselves a dog fur beard.
I'm not doing that. Frederick, you have my floof here. Take it. Take it all.
It's like a 7-inch beard by the end of it.
Tense disguise item.
Who needs disguised person when you have dog floof?
You got some interesting friends there, Ply.
Greg kind of looks over
Like,
the show and
laugh
just gives a
more.
big smile.
Hey, he can actually smile.
Making a
Scared
dog beard
laugh.
smiling.
Just a fake laugh with internal screaming. Yeah, like that.
Wow. Wasn't a
Yawn
fake
squints at them.
That is a very nice piece you've got over there. I'm assuming you painted it yourself? Kind of like
She nods,
gestures.
leaning back in her chair, crossing her arms.
Kind of dust off the floof, and I go take a closer look. If I can click the right thing.
Click the right thing.
I
on.
still had ruler on, so I couldn't select token.
She selects us.
Kind of just from afar, not too far. He doesn't know if it's wet or not, so he just stands back and
They look
looks.
very abstract and the kind of art that is like hashtag too deep for you.
I love how there's like this one, which is just the color paints. That looks like someone's been playing paintball, and then there's like the misty spire on the Sea of Ocean in a storm. They're awesome though.
Yeah, I'm doing my best. It's they're all works in progress. I'm not Picasso, but
Shoots a look to Frederick. It's like,
Frederick giving him a look of do it. With
No.
dog fluff beard on.
Looks back to you. It's like you're the adult here with the beard. You do it.
Trying like get the matey look in one eye and a normal look in the other. Like he's trying to get a persona on. Homo beans. Homo beans. There we go.
He stands back up. And you're trying to tell me that this kid here, she points at Cornell, is a kid?
Yeah.
Oh, he was a teacher. Look at him. Cornell kind of sinks in a bit on himself and.
He's a first year like us.
He's a first year? You kidding me?
He's a
He's 16.
Greg kind of mentions over there.
Same as I.
Well, geez.
Oh great, we have two 16-year-olds in here.
Yeah. How old's Ply?
16.
I think I play like 14.
Oh.
And then there's Frederick at 13.
God, you baby.
Baby has beard. Dude, you're getting tattooed at 13? Holy shit, I thought it was kind of young for 16. God damn.
No. No,
I
no,
gotta
no.
question you.
Look, Play
I'll-
and Fred
I'll
are actually
fire her.
acceptable ages into going the first year of high school.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're about the age of someone who's been held back. Like, I'm 16
Man, I
and
didn't
I'm
get
grade
magic till I was
11.
15, alright?
Look, it took a while.
You were held back a big bit.
It's a magic school, so it's hardly normal.
Fair
It was to assume that you're
You
already
use them
in
15
school
rather than
when
7.
you were at school, but you got.
Yeah, I was like normal school and all that. I was like started to learn magic. Father's like, yo, you want to go to the magic school? Hell yeah. After a year practicing and showing actual like interest in it.
Upstairs would be Plate's room, right?
Yeah, you know that upstairs is your room.
Going
Yep.
to follow them with the beard.
I mean, technically, if Plate doesn't want to... Plate wants to get rid of their pact magic, can't they just, like, break their contract with their patron? Is that a thing?
No.
Well, he
Don't-
only met his patron once.
Don't even
Greg
know
says
what
like,
the
we're
pact
moving?
is.
Follow.
Yeah, Cornell kind of looks between you and the auntie and he kind of shrugs as he slinks up with you.
Greg kind of like looks at the arm, just like double
where's-
finger points, like, yeah, and just turns and walks.
She shoots you a
Where's
wink and
the
like flops back
bedroom
down on her
thing?
chair.
Oh no.
It's just
Probably all
alright.
covered in
Holy
flu.
shit. Yeah, I just had to like
bounces.
scroll fuck ton.
Oh yeah, shit. Hold on, let me zoom out so I can grab my token. And just skater. He was
Yeah.
a skater boy. Said see you later, boy. Da,
Lock the
da,
door.
da.
Put yourself on the stairs.
They creak quite a bit as Cornell starts walking up them, and he kind of tries to be as light as he can on them. As he like walks on the sides.
Upon reaching the top, Plate like turns around and
Nice
looking
setup.
like 10 times as like happy as he ever has been as you guys have seen him. Introducing my room, and it's like flings open the door.
Oh hell yeah.
Also, is that a lizard out there? I see
Yeah,
that
there's a
health
little
bar.
bit of health bar.
We see that lizardry. You fucking
Goes
Peasant.
through the curtain to a magical land. Ah.
I didn't realize how many people were part of House Lion.
Like 2.
I
Wait,
mean,
what?
if you look in the
In the House
NPCs, we
Lion.
met a lot of the
Yeah.
lions because it is the lion dorm.
Fair.
Yeah, you
We
haven't
got
met a
a
lot of
couple
the
of
dragons
dragons
or anything yet.
At the party.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. I mean, a lot of the Rams aren't here either.
Yeah, Scott,
Hmm.
there's Julian, there's the dude playing the
Don't look at him.
violin. One I was
Wait,
playing ping pong
Scott.
with.
He's just
We didn't
vibing.
pay attention to the rest.
There are 11 in House Lion.
Do I get free reign to describe what the room looks like?
Yeah, this is your room. You describe what they
Okay,
say.
so
Nice setup.
On the desk itself, there's like glass jars filled with like paper folded stars.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, hell yeah.
A little bit of origami.
Origami.
There's like a couple star maps just pinned up on the walls in random places. Obviously, it's a bit barren as Plight took most of the stuff, personal effects with him.
Yeah.
I saw the effect
Belly
there.
flop.
Whilst he's on the bed, I elbow drop him.
I have the
Do it.
ability, so I might as well.
I elbow drop Greg Jr.
Ah!
So you got the classic fluffy blanket. You got a little heater by your table.
Like, I slap the fluff bit onto the elbow as I go to do it.
He rolls over.
Stop surrounding the place with your animals. God damn it.
They close it in, man.
I'm pretty sure Cornell was like, what
Better.
the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah, Cornell's kind of just chilling.
It's a mound on the wall.
He's kind of looking around. Like, you have a pretty big room, considering how rooms go. Like, that's why it seems barren. Like, if you cut it in half, it would be kind of normal room size, but you have like the whole upstairs to yourself, basically.
One of Cornell's just thinks like, this is a good sized play.
Yeah,
I
he
can
does. He looks
stand.
back and it's like, you got a pretty big room, man.
Well, the entire attic space went to me when I basically moved in.
You live out here with your
Greg's
auntie?
bed now.
Pretty much for the past every summer and every spring
Donk.
vacation.
Ah.
Sounds pretty cool.
Sure, let's go with that.
Have you had people to do things with around town and that?
Plight just shrugs. I don't normally go into town that much.
Do you ever go fishing?
Also, was that a river or a lake out back? I couldn't tell.
That was the ocean.
Oh, it was the ocean.
Mhm.
Yeah, he kind of like gestures through the wall like that.
Did you ever go fishing?
Once or twice with some like family friends, but not enough to like really know what the hell I'm doing.
Scoots over, looks out the window, out to the ocean.
Yeah, it's
We should all at some
pretty dang
point
vast.
go like fishing. I could cook us up some mean seafood stuff.
That'd be fun.
Fish
As long
on
as we don't do it in
stilts.
like the middle of winter.
Why is that?
It's Alaska. The ocean freezes during winter.
I'd rather not be.
Is it
an actual top.
enough to skate on?
Probably.
The ocean would be way too salty to freeze. It does get like icy, but like you definitely don't want to be near that water when it's winter.
Oh. Is it like a
That's
river or
personally
something that
like
it's
it's
cold
Alaska.
enough to freeze? Because if
Um,
there's like a frozen
But
lake
you
or
would know
something,
being
Drake
here that
would-
there is a lake somewhat nearby that you could go to that would be frozen during winter.
There's a frozen lake sometimes.
you
Good
just
at
see
that.
Greg absolutely radiate.
Come winter, zoo. Ice skating?
As long as you get proper clothes, I'm not going to be responsible if you freeze out there.
Greg kind of like bobs up and down slightly. He's so happy.
Frederick will like tug on his aviator jacket, being like, "I'm gonna need more than this then."
What about all the animals up there? Are there like bears around here?
Dun.
Plight shrugs. There's probably all sorts of wildlife.
More
Looks
game.
at the bear and
Yeah.
There's some
Glass?
giant lizards, tall giant lizards, a bear.
I guess we're casters. We should be able to handle them. I guess.
The
We
tough
could
ones
normally
are the
wildlife
bad
leaves you
ones.
alone.
Skate. Fucking Greg's over here, like just muttering to himself, like, "Yes, with the friends there, we ice skate on the frozen lake."
You befriended the bear? What?
He kind of like realizes he started singing to himself. He's like, "Oh, nothing."
I think he might have a screw loose or something. You came there, and Greg
Just puts his hat back on. Stuffy.
Like goes ahead and like starts folding one of the blankets off of the bed, one of the many blankets.
We have many a blanket.
Seriously though, get like a bunch of blankets for winter. It's not a fun time.
I have one in my bag that I brought home from school, and there was blankets on the bunk beds.
Cornell nods to confirm it.
I love how most things that Greg's statement sounds like questions to Cornell. Like, it is breakfast time. It's like, I don't know.
Sure. Might as well be.
I like Cornell.
He's good. He's tall, he's a brick, he's friendly. He's always fucking confused.
He arrived late, man. He's real confused.
He's out of his element. Talking about stabbing wyverns, burning them at someone's aunt's house. Just, yep.
So
Totally.
I have to ask Greg, why are you at a magic school?
As an cleric.
It's somebody
So that means you
clerical.
basically got powers from God or something.
I am a cleric of the Dutch and Dutch and Duchess and the Raven family.
Raven White.
So
Colonel kind of nods. He's like, yeah, the Raven Court, right?
Yeah. I
that's
don't know
cool.
if he has the book on him or not, because he probably took a lot of books for just like the classes and left like most of his other stuff back in the dorm room. So if he
Could
has
probably
a
have like
book
a book
on
bag that you
yeah,
want to carry around.
pulls out the God Knowledge book and he comes in, gestures in, and holds out the book on the Ravencourt page.
Hey, what does it say?
It just describes them as being like the gate watchers, basically, like other River Styx people in this universe. They lead souls to the afterlife and make sure they stay there. It's basically the Raven Queen, but extended into the family of ravens.
Mm.
Being more than
Like
just
that,
her
mate.
being the power.
A great cleric. Well, at least I am training to be. Who the fuck is speaking?
Don't know.
And Flight just says neat and not so subtly digs his nails into his palm.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was supposed to die.
This boy was supposed to be dead a while ago.
Greg doesn't know
Wait,
that.
what?
Yeah, none of us know that.
Great.
Why did you
Hey there.
get invited to this magic school?
Flight just sort of shrugs and just once again motions towards his eye. In like a very like defensive way.
Where'd you hear
As in
last
like
year?
he doesn't want to talk about it.
Oh, good.
Yeah, like Greg looks like he wants to question, but he sees it's a little bit of a subject. It's like, yeah, okay. Oh, God.
And then instantly turns towards Cornell.
He's kind of staring at you, like, just... What happened to your eye?
Frederick gives a Cornell a look of no. Bad
Slightly
sign.
tilts hat down even more.
He kind of looks at you guys like he just shouted at like a dog or something, and he's like, "Oh, no, never mind."
Here's Amelia, we need her.
Needs to nudge him again.
So why are you at a magic school, Cornell?
He shrugs and just blows a raspberry.
Lights up fork again.
Yeah, it's just no. I mean, I'm not that magical. I don't know spells like you guys seem to.
All I know is how to make lights dance.
I mean, I can
I
make
I
a
wouldn't even
light.
call that magic.
The illumination.
Sure, one of you makes lights dance, the other makes lights.
Maybe that's what we're gonna find out.
Yeah.
Make lights from the dance.
I assume Fred's there because he, well, he can throw all
My
that
blood.
magic.
Look at
Just
the
waiting for
small
Fred to
thing.
light bead on fire and it to just go up in smoke. Just terribly smelling though, but oh my god.
No, he's trying his best to not ignite it.
The ashes being sure stay. Greg laughs looking at it.
For me, it's kind of like an obvious. The looking at me, you can tell why I'm at school. I'm a dead giveaway. You guys.
Just watching the embers of the tips of your hair slowly flicker.
I'm also the best when it comes into going to very dark places. Can tell where I'm always at.
I wouldn't
You
really
would
call
suck at
having
spotlight.
So if you go into a dark cavern, you're set yourself on fire and be our guide.
Well, you just follow these cinders.
It just lights up wings. It's like, alright everyone,
Yeah.
keep close, follow me.
Also, I planned while sticking around before I came here that I can produce flame-like wings if I think hard enough. That's a fun thing. That
Like,
Oh,
produces
so you
Greg
can be
looks
Davey
so
in a flying
excited.
race.
You maybe not inside.
Yeah.
But I would love to see something.
Like, I really concentrate. I feel like if I try concentrating my stuff up, I might have an aneurysm. Like,
That is no good.
that shit shouldn't be pushed.
Oh yeah, he like came through the portal, he's like, yep. Just walked up to the school.
Yeah.
How did you guys even get to Alaska in the first place?
Portal.
Greg probably like pulls out, because he's probably forgotten to take it out of his pocket, like the snapped card.
Yeah, like everyone, if you didn't
The two
keep it,
pieces.
you don't keep it, but yeah, you should have the two halves.
Just
Clyde
pull
just
that
like looks at it and then pulls out an unbroken card from his pocket.
Okay, if we
Like
ever need
break
to
it.
escape something, we huddle around you, you break that, and we're back at the train station.
Well, yeah, you do
Yeah,
live
yeah,
here,
yeah.
that kind of makes sense.
You got
That
a
might
get out of
be
jail free
useful.
card.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, would that even work?
That means we
You don't
have
know.
one.
You're assuming.
I mean, if we hold on to them, and it only takes them, we're fucked, but oh well.
It just
It
takes
saves them!
Brad Owls staring at the guy
Yeah.
trying to avoid, like, hi, we're still here, I know. Slowly.
Like,
We're
I
just
imagine Frederick
staring at the
flips
wyvern.
birds, then like grabs onto like Plight's shoulder or something while still holding up one of the birds, and then like Plight disappears. It's like, so about this.
So,
Close his fist.
close his fist. We're pals, right? Swings armor around their shoulders. I did nothing wrong here. We were just having some fun. Come on. It was just a prank.
It's just a wyvern.
it's the wyvern. Starts mauling him.
Is there any photos or anything up like around the Duchess? Or is it mostly cleared out because they took most of the photos with them?
Where's that broken mirror?
I don't think it's broken.
Yes.
Good.
It looks like it's reflecting.
It's a broken mirror. Frederick
Oh,
will
that's cool.
examine the broken mirror. Yeah.
There's bits of dry blood on some of the edges.
Did you punch it?
Maybe. Several times, maybe.
Frederick will look at Plight and then back
Yeah,
at
like
the
Greg's
mirror,
kind of trying to look at your
looking
knuckles to
like-
see which hand.
like looking like he has a question on his mind, and like a hand up type thing. but doesn't say anything, kind of just slowly lowers the hand.
Light just shrugs as if he wants the conversation to move on.
Eh,
No, Jesus.
Why is every carpet
That-
crooked?
it's crooked like everything should be.
Like Greg kind of notices, looking at the floorboards and the carpet, there's something ain't aligned right. Like,
Maybe
it
the
doesn't do too
floorboard's
much.
crooked.
Yeah, who knows?
Be.
What games you got on your computer over there?
What games you got on your phone?
Yeah. It is a nice setup. Do you play?
Sometimes it's nothing real much to do out here.
I used to play the 64 quite a lot.
Mario 64.
Nintendo 64 in total.
Why?
Oh.
Why do you have like a big smile?
He's not smiling anymore, get rid of that.
We're doodling.
Never.
Jitterbug.
Jitterbug. Boom, boom, beep, ba, 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 doo, doo.
Someone just needs to draw Frederick making himself a beard out of dog hair.
I've got you covered, man.
Ah! Saw that shit.
Frederick just gets set on fire randomly.
Just ran puff of fire from him.
But, you guys want to be at the school, right? You guys...
Alright, weren't we gonna go make steaks or something?
Greg like kind of holds up the bags, like, yes, they're still frozen, but it probably should get back.
Yeah, let's
Probably, yeah. Before we make a mistake.
Did it?
Like, Frederick even holds up a hand for a high five
Oh
from
my
someone.
god.
Yes. 100% high five.
Like, hell
Cheeky,
yeah.
can I crash Ben?
Can you
Fuck.
crash Ben? No.
They want to delete Ben from existence.
When you make dad jokes that aren't and you're not dry about it, they're called uncle jokes. Okay?
Oh.
I have a right.
Uh,
A given, not born, but a given right.
You're an unknown drip, Ben. You're an expert. Have fun.
I'm an unknown drift? What?
Unknown drip, an expert.
I'm gonna kill you.
I
I'm going to kill you.
love Cheeky's
Oh.
confusion, but Ben's understanding.
I'm confused.
Everyone else except for
I
Ben
have confusion.
and Alexis are confused.
Why is this one Arkansas? This one's Arkansas? American explain?
Let's go before we make it work.
I know he said Arkansas and that, but I heard our switch.
Same here.
We're doing us in
Our
Minecraft.
switch.
You built it. No one can judge me for my human fuckies all.
Well, we can.
Let's get back to the school.
Yeah, let's...
Get us out of the situation, Cheeky.
As a plan, do you think your aunt would be good at tattooing? If we paid her, of course.
I don't think she's ever tried to do tattoos.
Of course.
Yeah, like on our way back out
Alright.
down the stairs, I'll probably ask them.
That might go awesome. Frederick, do you want to ask as well?
Are you
Oh.
guys actually going to get tattoos?
Yes.
I'll probably wait a bit till I learn more about
Please
it.
just like
but
count me in.
As it seems useful.
Either this succeeds, or I get so sick I don't have to go to this school.
And besides,
Either way, you
I'll-
win.
Stop the fire effects.
Okay.
It's a
I always
win-win.
admired my father's tattoos.
You guys want to be at this school, right? Kind of looks
Yeah.
between you all.
No.
Okay,
do.
no. No.
Then
I guess I'm not out then.
why don't you just... I mean, you got a room here, why don't you just say... Why don't you just not go? He looks between the two of you.
Back steps out of that.
It's not like I get a choice in the matter.
You being forced to
Nice.
go?
Still need an key.
Well, fair enough.
I was forced to the first parts here, so no way of getting back to where I originally was landing.
They
I
forced
mean, I
you to
guess I can
snap
stay
the
in my room all
card.
day.
Yeah, you make Greg think back for a second. He's like, wait, where? No, my father can get me if needed. Yes, I should call my father later. Just like side note, he mumbles to himself.
Well,
Gonna tell him we stabbed a wyvern.
No.
doesn't seem all that bad. You guys seem pretty cool.
Thank you. You too?
Thank you, big man.
It's better than the old school I was at.
What was the old school like?
It was boring. Nobody stabbed wyverns.
I wasn't there for the
Bunch of-
stabbing, but I wish I was.
Yeah, right? Like, next time you guys go do that, I want in. It seems pretty cool.
Next time we go, we'll be.
Kind of looks at Frederick like,
I'm planning on going back. I don't care. I was told not to. And I was told to warn everyone else to not retry. I'm retrying.
You got
I guess
injured
me and
last
Greg
time,
are
right?
giving everyone alibis again.
When-
Actually, it might be useful for
When
a
Greg
healer?
says you got injured, right? Frederick will like unbutton his normal shirt and that to like show the scars on his chest and be like, yeah, I got mauled.
Yes,
I saw-
I know
I found both Frederick and Damien bleeding out in front of the lion dorms.
Holy shit! All I know was Damien had a limp.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, his
That's
entire leg got like mauled.
What?
I- gave him a health potion in hopes that it might help him out.
Oh, jeez. Maybe you guys should be a bit more careful next time.
I guess
think
it was
will
a
be.
wyvern.
I didn't expect him to be like, run and not. I took a risk. I thought he wouldn't let his wyvern maul me. But next time, he's not going to stop the wyvern.
Guess we just have to kill it.
Yes.
If we're gonna kill a teacher's wife, that seems bad.
No, don't, no.
If
It's-
it nearly basically tore off a kid's leg, we're gonna have to fight it.
Can you sleep a wyvern? Is there a spell
Guess
for
we'll
that?
find out.
I didn't know you were a multi-class bard, dude. Calm down.
Why don't you just tie it up?
Is that too?
Dude, it's like a mini dragon. I'm pretty sure that thing's strong as fuck.
Look at Cornell!
Yeah.
Like it does the
Also, Graham can see out of
Double
the
hand
way,
gesture.
so if we try to do the tie-up thing, we might want to quickly blind it. So the fact that you're able to make light, Cornell, if you're able to make a really bright light, like flashbang the fucker, then we could tie it up.
use.
Oh man, I didn't know it was a teacher's wife, but I don't know about that.
It's probably familiar.
I don't know what that is.
Magic creature that's bound to someone.
I don't
What
know
is
if
it,
you met Elia.
He nods.
There's, I don't know if you've seen it. There's some cat talk.
Oh,
Kind of like gets a chill down his spine.
it's a talking wyvern?
No, I don't understand how familiar this way. The wyvern can't talk. Cat can.
Apparently, Elia's cat is a.
He kind of just
2 million
holds his
years
head
old.
and shakes it. It's just like, man, this is...
I don't
Good
know
talk.
either.
You're confusing me now.
Maybe it
Familiar
talks
is
in
that
a
odd.
different language. No.
What
All
is
I
it?
know is I got thrown down the stairs by it.
I like to
Drag you
imagine
down
since
stairs.
we're like
Sit
at
you
the
down.
stairs, yeah.
Go down.
Because we're like all stand on the stairs. I like to imagine the arch just listening to this. Like, what the fuck?
Good dumbass kids.
Anyway,
We need to go cook steaks.
First, the tattoo question.
I kind of
Like
like
just casually funnels everyone off of the stairs.
just like pushes them. Just get the fuck out of my way.
Excuse me, ma'am?
As she
Hello?
pauses the
What's
show
it?
that she's watching again, she kind of leans her head back over the couch. What's up, kid?
Has you ever tattooed?
She kind of squints at you. Kind of like just slowly nods. Yeah, I've tattooed
Me
before.
and Frederick here. Later on, I'm probably going next week or something, once I learn some. One of the teachers told us about focus tattoos, and I was wondering if could I pay you later if I want one?
How old are you kids?
I'm 16.
How old do you think I?
Looks at him with the beard that he knows is dog hair.
You look like 10 years old, kid.
13, but close enough.
You're 13?
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
You want me to tattoo a bunch of kids?
So I did not
Well-
know he was 13. I apologize.
I think Rick like starts bowing almost.
This is why I got him to do the talk. It's less weird.
You serious?
Shakes fist at you.
Like, just having, like, this is like a watching this as an amused expression.
She kind of looks between the two of them you played. She just sighs to herself.
Do not worry, I'll get permission first.
Yeah, if you can get permission from your parents, then I can give it a go.
Easy.
I also want to look into
I
the
see.
different wards in that first.
Different what?
Thank you. Wards. They are the
Alrighty.
Magic
Tat-
protection thing.
Yeah, whatever.
Thank you.
She turns back on the TV. Don't know nothing about none of that.
It's like that was. It worked out, but that was embarrassing.
Like, just opens the door for everyone.
Thank you.
Get the hell out of my house.
You know, get the fuck out.
Wow. Thank you.
Get the
He
fuck
says in
out.
like a joking way. Come on, Cornell.
Canel's just standing there near the wine, looking at it, looking at the door, looking at the wine, looking at the door, not
You're
knowing which
bold
shop.
to assume most of that's wine.
I mean, with the contents of what it looks like is wine.
Purple wax seal. And she don't know no magic. Apparently.
That definitely wine bottles there.
Pizza and wine, man.
Not
Why is there
pizza
just a
and-
blue square?
What?
I have no idea.
Alexis, you need to deliver me some juice.
Choose.
Juice.
Orange juice, preferably.
Get your own shit to mix with vodka, man.
Wasn't for vodka.
Mm.
I swears it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know what I have in my hands. Fuck you.
It's Bacardi, isn't it? White rum.
No, it's a water bottle.
Cheeky, can you
Actually.
take us back to the school already?
Yeah, yeah.
Reduce my HP to 0. No.
You dead. You died as soon as you left the house.
Yeah, who reduced my health as soon as I left? Cheeky, why?
Oh. Never mind. Yeah, so you all head back to school. Head up the hill.
Staying.
Takes a little bit. What, if anything, what were the rest of you boys doing? Scar, mostly, because what have you been up to, my man?
Other than
That's just a while
stalking
ago.
everyone.
So they went to Mr. Bark. Shapeshift
You went to
It's like-
what?
like a while ago.
To go
What?
shapeshift?
To Mr. Barkley to learn about shapeshift.
You want to go
That was a
to
while.
Mr. Bartu? Okay, yeah. So you've asked around. You've located Mr. Bartu in the time it's taken for all of this to go down. Which would be over. I have it. This area. in a place no one's been yet. You have located Mr. Batu in the west wing of the school's manor, in his, the herbology room.
This is actually a really nice room.
Yeah, these doors here, probably just walking in there, because, you know, you have found him.
This place looks so nice. Kind of makes me
Love
want to
it.
take the extracurricular for this one, but at the same time, I want to do flying. Damn it! How dare
We
you,
can always
Cheeky.
swap around and about. Probably.
So you are
Demand.
here. It is a very warm room. Like, it's definitely green room amount of warmth in here, and he's just
Greenhouse.
very much like water bendingly, just like throwing water at different plants.
Splashes you in the face. Lizard boy.
Dude. The lizard hides in its little forms.
Hide in their
hey.
little boxes. He looks over at you as you are like the only one here who's around at the moment. And he puts down the water jug he's using on the table and walks up to you, hands kind of in front of him. He looks like about the same age as Zach and Casper. Like he does not look old at all. But he looks very barky and leafy.
Yeah, Drew.
He nods. How can I help you?
I was told that you could help with shape-shifting. Help learn about it.
I know a little about it. I am a druid myself. I assume you are similar?
And silence falls upon deaf ears.
He's asking if you are a druid.
I said, yeah.
I did not hear.
Oh, okay.
I
said,
yeah. What do you what do you need help with? I can do my best.
still haven't with the basics of it. You have to be able to figure it out.
Basics of shapeshifting.
Yeah,
Have you shifted before?
not yet.
You haven't shifted. Oh my.
Oh no.
I've never taught someone how to shift before. I can try to help. That he looks a bit puzzled as he reaches into his little. It's a very shitty handbag, but he starts looking through some books that look very to theme to him. It's like, you are lizard folk, correct? You look like one, at least. I don't want to assume, but
Yeah, I am those.
okay. I suppose trying to turn into something that you are at least somewhat related to might be an easier start, so something reptilian might be easier on you.
Crocodile.
T-Rex.
T-Rex, yeah, let's go for the Tyrannosaurus. Straight away.
Interior.
Definitely reptilian.
I am a stegosaurus.
No, that's a mammal.
Alright, so a druid, our wild shape ability, we're trying to invoke the... I didn't expect to have to give a class on wild shaping, but it is in some way tapping into our more primal nature that is in us as beings and creatures of this world, so focus on that, I suppose. You can roll a whatever your spellcasting ability modifier is too. Let's see how well you can draw out these powers.
That's decent.
Has a big old oof.
Average? Give him the benefit of the doubt.
That's definitely average, and you do have this ability, so it's definitely. I mean, you are a level 2.
No,
Oh no,
level
you don't even have it yet.
Barbarian.
This one, I'm learning.
Ben, what
Okay.
did you send me?
Nothing. What are you talking about?
I want to know.
As you strain yourself, and you do feel some sort of like shifting, like you definitely feel your body trying to do something that you just do not have the real capability of doing.
In between doing it and back.
Yeah, like your fingers kind of twitch and strain, and like you feel like a lot of your muscles kind of reacting in some way as you're trying to force it to do something. But he quickly stops you before you strain yourself, and he holds up a finger and he's like, I'll wait here.
Breaking artery.
He runs off and he comes back with a small little glass jar with like a bunch of holes in the top, and he has in it a little lizard. Like, it usually helps to visualize the thing you are trying to turn into. So we will, I suppose, use this as inspiration for a while. Yes, little lizard man. Tiny
Little lizard man turn into little lizard.
You spend the afternoon with him discussing the theory and capability of you trying to wild shape, and somewhat practicing and reading up on its bottle caps and things you should not be trying to do, and the safety of being safe while wild shaping kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Whew. Sneaking my boot to get that out of here.
No, fuck you.
You spend the afternoon doing this with this guy. Eventually it does get late, and you never really try, and you try, but you never really nail it down. Until you level up, of course, but...
Yeah.
Transformation.
You definitely know it as a thing you can do, and you know what limitations you'd have. Like, definitely don't try and turn into anything that can swim or fly or that would hurt.
Yeah.
The lizard is definitely a good first thing to be turning into. But eventually it does get to, like, 8 PM, and he looks outside and, like, wipes his brow and suggests you head back and rest from all the practice you guys have been doing. Do feel free to come back in your spare time and we can work on this. I've never met another druid.
Okay, so Scar is on their free time going to the druid dude. I'm throwing reflective bolts at Graham. What others are gonna pick?
Greg's gonna finish reading some books.
Yeah.
Well, he's looking
At least plane traveling.
And Draco, after the library, is there anything you guys seek to do? Amelia says she's going to head off home once it gets back to like 7. She has to be home by the time for dinner, so and she's already probably late.
Damien would try and track down Mr. Valentine.
Mr. Valentine.
Oh, late at night.
Roll me an investigation.
Oh, of course.
Tell Mr.
Oh, I
Valentine.
was gonna ask if I could help you, but I don't even need to.
I might as well get the double crit.
Yeah, jeez.
Yeah, I guess I'll try and help him.
I mean, are you gonna
Yeah, we
go
got
with him to
crit.
find
Double
Valentine
crit,
to talk to
double
him?
Crit.
Yes, I want to locate Valentine to have a conversation with him.
Just over dinner.
He's looking for
That's
Nick Valentine.
something.
He's the finest child.
Well, I mean, do you invite Hellfire to come along and help you? I guess is the...
I mean,
I mean,
don't
if he
know.
wants to.
Eh. I mean, he doesn't have anything really to do, so why not?
Alright, well, you do have an advantage, but you don't need it at all.
He doesn't need it.
Let's just roll again. No. I'm not risking my next roll being a nat 20 just for advantage
Do it.
that doesn't matter.
Well, you find him and Graham at the Cool Cat Diner.
Hey, so I can sling bolts at him here.
No.
So we will drag you over there.
I don't think you'd be so happy if you do that.
Yeah, just enters the room, has a arcane bolt hit him in the back of the head.
And it is very much nighttime at this point. I wish I could just tint a whole screen to make it nighttime, but I'd have to do that on the non-token layer for that to work.
I mean,
Just use the dark vision shade.
The dark vision shit?
Dark vision shade.
I don't have access to that.
he doesn't
Well,
He
have
does not have
dynamic
dynamic
lighting.
lighting.
Look at the poor boy.
Ah, poor.
Nice and money.
Do you even have
I mean,
dynamic
I could
lighting?
afford it, I just don't want it.
Yeah, I like how Frederick is probably out of money by this point, and Greg's given him like a total of 8 gold so far.
Yeah. Fred is broke now after getting that ink.
Fucking
Yeah, Fred's got
poor.
friends.
Fred has a way of making money though.
I mean, you did
Yeah,
already spend
friends.
50 gold on the health potions.
So feel free
I'll
to
just
drag
drag
you. Yeah,
myself in, I guess.
I'm
Where's my
I'm busy.
HP?
Just grab it back, you'll be fine.
There's a period
Gone,
like
lost in the
what
wind.
happened to mine.
And it
Was
went
it
to
zero?
0.
Do you
Yeah, it was
also
zero.
suffer that? Yeah, someone did that to me too.
Yeah, that happened to me as well.
You'll be alright. You
Nice.
won't need it.
What? Yes,
Someone's
with you.
pranking us.
You're not gonna get hit.
Killing us.
I'll make my way to the counter.
Yeah, you see that the two officers are here enjoying a nice Chinese meal. And
I never met these two.
I was just enjoying a nice
I'm sure you did.
Chinese meal. Yeah,
No, because by the
at the train station.
time they talked to everyone at the train station, I was already gone.
Oh, you guys left. Oh, yeah, you don't know them. You do see them wearing officer outfits, so...
Yeah.
Enjoying a nice succulent Chinese meal.
Yeah, you see Graham and Valentine enjoying an Irish Fanta.
An Irish Fanta.
Alcohol.
I'll look at what they're having.
Like, I understood that. Like,
As you walk in, Graham doesn't really... he side-eyes back at you guys as you walk in, but Valentine kind of swivels in his chair as you walk up. It's like, wouldn't you know it, the thorns in our sides. How are you two kids doing?
He gives them a wide grin. Not bad. Especially after getting approval from Mr. Graham to sling arcane blasts at him.
He looks at Graham. Graham just shrugs. Well, fair enough.
Damien would have ordered a sandwich at this point.
This kid nods and goes to get you one.
I actually have a question for you, Mr. Valentine.
I knew you would.
Alright.
It was in my prediction.
Inside it.
Feel free.
I do not believe him.
Well, I mean, it's not impossible. You feel like he might not know in a divination way, but you know, he's a teacher.
Yeah.
You're a student.
Prediction.
You don't
Yeah.
think it was predicted, but
It was in his cards.
what's up, little man?
Through
Graham kind of
divination, do
stands
you
up
have
and
a-
walks over this way.
Oh.
Through divination, do you have a way of finding out someone's bloodline?
Well, sure, through divination, pretty much anything's possible. Graham side-eyes him. Well, not anything, but you know, anything like that.
Oh yeah, divination can, like, heal people and see into the future.
Well,
Things like that.
divination isn't necessarily the magic you use to heal people.
Isn't it divine magic?
It is divine magic, but
Wrong
divination... Yeah, divination and divine are different things.
Wrong divining.
Yeah. The spells you think everyone's casting, like the healing stuff you get, that's technically evocation. As he thumbs back to
Yeah.
Graham.
Hellfire's eyes go wide.
You know,
Really?
you're evoking natural healing abilities, you know, you... Ain't nothing godly about that. But that's until you get to, like, actually bringing people back from the dead, which you shouldn't do.
Why not?
It's illegal.
Why?
I don't know, ask them. He thumbs back at the policeman.
He swivels around in the chair.
I guess that brings me to my next question. Is it possible for you to do the spell to find out someone's bloodline? Because I'm looking for someone and I don't even have their name.
I assume someone you're related to.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm sure such a spell exists. Let me, you know what? Let me sleep on it. I will, look at my wide array of abilities, and, you come see me tomorrow sometime.
Alright. Also, one last question. Mr. Graham taught us the arcane blast cantrip.
Uh-huh.
I was wondering if there was any kind of way to modify it to be like a healing thing.
What, you want to blast someone with some healing?
Well, healing seems to be some of the best things I can do. Despite being a tiefling, I'm not really able to do much for fire.
Well,
So it's like ice painting.
I've never done it. Most you could get is probably that, spare the dying stuff.
Doesn't that, well, stop people from dying?
Yeah.
Isn't that illegal?
It's not
There-
illegal to
there's a
stop
difference.
something.
There's a difference between bringing someone back from the dead and just bringing them out of a non-mortal wound stage.
Wait, but he just grips his head like out of confusion.
No. Look,
Wait,
It's
kid.
called
What?
spare the
Hellfire,
dying,
like-
not spare the dead.
Say your great grandfather's dead, right? You don't go casting magic to bring him back. But if Damien here is all chomped up and his legs bleeding and he's there dying on the ground, then heal him.
I shoot him a glare when he brings that up.
He grins very widely.
Oh god, if Flight was there.
So don't, like, conjure zombies. Just stop people from becoming them.
No. Okay, that's different as well. Okay.
he just slams his head back.
It's to do with the soul, right? We as magicians, we don't mess with the soul. Now, animating the dead is more puppetry of the undead. You control them. It's not their soul. You're not really bringing them back.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's technically fine, though some people might look at you a bit weirdly because you're, controlling their grandfather like it's a weekend at Bernie's. And that's no good. Not illegal, but people might run away from you and call the police still.
Fair enough.
But,
Don't go in and make a graveyard.
Dead, don't bring them back.
Okay.
But do your best to stop them from becoming dead.
He seems to be following slightly, but he's struggling.
Anyway, in terms of the healing stuff, Damien, I'm pretty sure cantrips are just too weak to do any forms of actual healing. Though, feel free to try and figure it out.
Okay.
Maybe one day we'll be teaching kids Damien's healing cantrip. Or whatever you call it.
Damien's healing word.
Yeah, Damien's razzmatazz. I don't know.
I don't think I'd ever be able to accomplish something like that.
He shrugs. Yeah. Who would know?
A divination wizard.
He starts chugging his drink and gives you a side eye.
Just does the now listen here, you little shit face.
Now you should get out of here. It's late. Get to bed.
He'll hop off the seat. And
Last question before heading out, I say as I'm finishing the sandwich. Do you know who the person for the music extracurricular class is?
Do I have that written down? Moving all the teachers. It isn't him, I know that much, which is a bummer, but...
It is not Valentine, that would be too convenient.
Yeah, he's already got too much.
he just has like seven classes.
Oh, Jesus. Because he teaches Eldritch Studies.
Which means I have one tomorrow.
We'll make the music dude.
Let's make it Graham.
Graham.
Oh, if he would load it, it would be perfect.
It would.
Graham has magical creatures.
Reinhardt
he shrugs. He doesn't know.
Flying.
No clue.
Mr. Sunshine.
Alright.
No, it's just sunshine. It's just sunshine.
Sunshine's the alchemy teach. He's definitely alchemy.
Oh, he's open.
I will pay for my sandwich and then head back to the dorm.
Oh, the tiefling chick. What does she do?
You pay for sandwiches?
No idea. Figure it out.
There you go. She might be able to do music.
Excuse me. I was wondering, what is so bad about bringing back the dead? Like, bringing them to life.
Leslie kind of sidles over as you walk up with a cheerful smile, but as you just throw that question at him, he kind of looks a bit more sternly at you.
Oh boy.
It's like, God,
Oh,
jeez, kid, you're really just throwing the big questions out there, aren't you?
I don't plan to. I'm just curious.
I would hope you don't plan to, because it's illegal.
Never tell a cop you don't plan to do something that's illegal. That just makes you even more suspicious.
Don't plan on doing this, I swear.
Proceeds to do it anyway.
That sounds like a Frederick thing to do.
But why is it
legitimately
illegal?
what Frederick's gonna do?
He takes off his hat and puts it on the table, and kind of looks over at you. He's like, look, kid. We're magicians, we're not gods. We don't play their realms.
But if
Except for when we
someone wasn't ready to die, then
That is up to the gods, not us, kid.
he looks a bit irritated at this.
Like about to fight the gods.
Now, just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. Is the train's coming, I gotta
Train!
go. Yeah, train drives past. There's an actual train here. Shut up, I can use it.
excuse.
But if you want a more, reason not to, it's because it hurts, kid. It taxes a lot.
Oh,
No, it's not a thing you can just wave your wand and bada bing, they're back. It's bad.
I see.
It's illegal for safety reasons.
People are pussies.
So, like, you could lose an arm from it.
You could lose a lot more from it.
Lose a kidney.
Okay.
I mean, you could
I will-
lose everything.
I guess
an arm.
civil exchange is a thing. Fair enough. Okay. Thank you. And he'll
Oh,
just-
the fact that equivalent exchange is such a fun concept with this guy around.
Yeah, he grimaces, he buries his face into his drink.
It's a terrible day for rain.
Okay, he'll just head back to the dorm.
Alright.
Have a good night, Valentine and Graham.
He braces his
So-
drink to you. So I assume everyone goes back to their dorm and goes
Finally.
to sleep.
Yeah. However, we sell you.
Since there is now a plan to go ice skating during winter, Greg would have told his father that as well.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's...
Still all
The
this.
timeline is fun. It's fun.
And now is probably a better place than any to call that the session.
Yeah.
A lot of questions asked and answered, a lot of things done, but
Mizram died, apparently.
yeah, Mizra and Michael had to go. He
Yeah.
had to split, so
Mr. hung out and played poker
Oh, well,
in the
happened.
cool kids' room. Fucking yeah, Ellie's probably like returned back from the other dimensions, like send me back again one more time. But
yeah,
One more
Mizra
time.
definitely went and did something, but that's for us to know. And next week we'll start with a nice little dream sequence that we haven't had in this yet.
Oh boy.
Oh.
I'm ready to die.
that dream.
So for who, that will be
sad.
told next week.
The amount of fear
For
that
who,
came
and
through
why
his
is it the
black
warlock?
light.
Yeah, for who and why is it definitely the Warlock?
It's definitely the warlock.
It could be the cleric.
It's the
No.
warlock. Only those who ever
Oh
get
boy,
dreams
is it gonna be the
know what.
cleric or is it gonna be the warlock?
No,
Dude,
it's
if
the
Greg has
warlock.
a dream
It's always the
talking to a bunch of
warlock.
raiders.
The answer is everyone.
Like,
Everyone has one. Isn't
The
it?
answer
say.
is find out next time on Grinkirk
Yeah.
Academy.
It's not been
Alright. Thank you, Cheeky. That was a wonderful session.
That was.